Oh, peanut butter cheesecake. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're live. Xbox Ultimate Podcast, episode 122. Yeah, we're live like an hour earlier than we have been recently. So hopefully everybody figures that out and shows up for the show. I appreciate each and every one of you that is here and ready for this. We got a great show today. Pong Soul is going to be joining us in a little bit. He's stuck in that Minnesota traffic again on his snowmobile. Hopefully he doesn't have a Jeremy Renner accident on the way home.
That was a snowplow, not a snowmobile.
What? I'm sorry. I love the guy. I said I hope Pong doesn't have one of those.
No. With a big smile on your face, so weird.
No, shout out to Jeremy Renner. Hawkeye is the man. Everybody, again, thanks for being here. We do have an amazing guest this episode. Some people in the community have a love-hate relationship with this man. I always love this man. What's up, babe? How's it going, Gaz?
How you doing, man? Oh, good to be here, man. It's finally some time. Sorry it took so long, but you do have some vampire times. And did you say you did it earlier than normal? It's 2
well, we've been going recently at 10 p.m. Eastern. But I moved it up an hour for you because
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I realized how torture that would have been.
Thank you.
Yeah, it would have been 3 a.m. your time instead of 2 a.m.
I checked the event and I was like, did he just say 9 p.m. EST? Why does it say 7 hours later? I was like, no, I've got this wrong because I have to wake up tomorrow. Then I've got my show. Then I've got another show right after that, back to back. It's gonna be a crazy day.
Yeah.
But sorry. Thank you for having me on. It's going to be saucy. Can't wait to get into it. And panel, appreciate you all. Jasper, Psycho, Caitlin, don't hit me. Fuzzy, good to see you all.
What's up, other babe? How's it going with you?
Oh
First in my heart, lovely wife, Caitlin. How are you doing, babe? You had some interesting moments this week.
Yeah, can you stop bringing it up?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Bring what up?
What about.
Yeah. I don't either.
I heard something about puppies.
Oh, puppies. She does post lots of pictures of her puppies. Chloe and Harper.
2 of them.
2 of them. She does. Thanks for being here, baby.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm excited about the weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, we got the realist himself, lore master Jasper. What's up, Jasper?
Yo, how's it going? I just got done playing a little bit of Metro before the show started, so that's what I've been up to today. And yeah, I guess we'll talk about Xbox Direct and Ubisoft. So
are you still on the Metro Exodus?
Yeah, I think I'm close to the end. Probably got like 2 hours left, maybe right now.
Right on. Are you gonna play any of the other ones after that or no?
I mean, I've beat those like 4 years ago, so like, why would I play those now?
I don't know, man. You play Halo.
The third one too.
You play Halo 2 like every couple months, so. I don't know.
That's like a 2-hour game, though.
2 hours for you. For you, nah. You speed run that shit though. Like normal people aren't like you. Are you gonna get to where you can speed run Metro Exodus?
No.
This
is a one-time playthrough. Just
one time
finish the backlog.
Right on. And joining us actually from outer space is Psychonauts. You can hear him talking through his helmet. What's up, Psycho?
What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? I've been watching Yellowstone.
They got that in space? How do you watch Yellowstone in space, man?
Dude, there's like games in space too. You know, they got Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger. You know,
they do send up movies and TV shows to the ISS all the time. Like,
but no Xbox games. That's great.
Yeah.
We don't have them on Earth. Why would you have them in space?
Is that an actual fact, Jasper?
Yeah, they're able to download nerd. Stuff like and watch TV shows.
Do they have Game Pass in space?
I doubt it.
No? Okay. Well, they're gonna be missing out this year.
I still think you sound like a 911 operator, Psycho.
Remain calm and let me know what your fuck. Yeah.
You're a horrible 911 operator. Yeah, what's your immersion? Fuck.
What's your immersion? Let me know.
I just remain calm.
I just spilled
yeah,
coffee on myself.
That's what you want to hear when you call the police and you're getting stabbed. I'm like, right, well, this is not good. This guy's not going to get me anywhere. Have you seen that movie with, what's his name? That is literally about him in the back room, caught as a 999 emergency operator.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. That's it.
Yeah,
Such a good movie.
that was crazy. Yeah,
it was only the most of the movie was set in that room. That's Psychonauts is, except he's fucking it up rawly. Family rom-com.
yeah.
Somehow.
I asked him on FSP, he had the same issue with his mic, and I told him to just say, "Can you please pull forward to the next speaker?" And he added all these extra words and stuff. It's like, so I'm gonna try again.
The second window, not the next speaker.
Or sorry, you're right. Well, that was stupid.
Pull up to the next speaker. Yeah, this one's broken. I can't hear you.
Can you say please pull forward to the second window?
Please pull forward to the third window so we can see your video.
Okay. What? That doesn't happen at any McDonald's I know.
No, this is Burger King, dog.
Okay. So, what's up, Fuzzy? How's it going with you, man? I'm actually going to get your intro before the Manscaped ad this week.
I'm doing good. Glad to be here with you guys. It's awesome that we got Gaz on here tonight. Been watching them slay some GT7 trolls out there, but man, oh man, so much more to talk about tonight. Can't wait to get into it.
I think Ace has his own GT7 troll as well, because that post he had made the other day saying that with VR, GT7 is for a fact the best racing game out there. It's like, wow, okay, yeah,
it'll be just as great as the other virtual racing game, Drive Club, that nobody played with VR.
Oh, that had VR.
It might be good.
Yeah, PSVR 1 was for Drive Club, and nobody played. So
yeah, we didn't even know it had it.
Yeah, what? That's news to me.
Exactly.
That's why it's not doing well.
Yeah, I'm not really in the market for a VR. I just get too sick when I play. I don't trust it.
We have one. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but that's Kaylee's. It's not.
It's the fucking family one.
Yeah,
like we ever use
family.
That. Yeah. But yeah.
He doesn't.
Huh?
He doesn't.
I don't what?
Never mind. Move on.
Okay. Hey everybody. I don't know. I don't understand. What's up to Sith Lord? What's up to Isaac Gentry? What's up Tando? What's up Ryan? What's up Patman Jones Effect? Poison Maniac? What's up to deccaddo? Big Mad Mo? Jesse B hanging out as well. Oh, you guys rock. Thanks for being here. Hey, do you want to do the ad this week, babe? Or
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's roll with it.
All right. All right. Cheers to the new year. This time around in 2023, it's time to make resolutions you actually keep. Our sponsors at Manscaped have the perfect tools to keep you and your significant other clean and tidy this year. Manscaped tools for his jewels are so good, you'll want them for yourself. The Platinum Package 4.0 is the perfect start to set your first New Year's resolution with good intentions. And join the 7 million people worldwide who trust Manscaped with our exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com and use code FUNSPECULATION for 20% off and free shipping.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you to our sponsor, manscaped.com. Use the code FUNSPECULATION while you can.
It's pretty awkward when you advertise things to be a pubic hair.
Well, they have a lady version.
And it's a woman who does it, and there's 6 other guys in there, and it's just like,
yeah. Well, we could just ask.
I feel like I'm being judged right now.
What kind of movie is this with 6 other guys in there?
We could just ask her to go around and shave us all.
I was like, okay, I'm done for the night.
Come back, you hear me?
Yeah. What's up, Pong Soul? Thanks for being here, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Glad I could actually swing in at a reasonable time. Gals, what's going on, brother? It's been too long, man.
It's been a while, bro. How you been, man?
I'm doing good, man. You collecting all this heat out here and everything else. We got we got to defend your ass on these shows and all that kind of stuff. But I appreciate it, bro. Your last video, the production quality, man. I know everybody's already told you, but it's phenomenal. So,
thank you, man.
Good to have you on, man. I missed you the last time I was on Game On. So
yeah, absolutely.
So great to have Gaz here. Great to see the family here. We got truck driving psychonauts now. I didn't know that was your new
ground control to Major Tom.
We should not even allow him on this show with that. Jesus.
Yeah. It sounds great. He sounds as good as he normally does. You know what I mean?
That's kind
of... I'm kidding, Psycho. We love you, man. But yeah, you've been okay, Pong?
Yeah, I've been fine. It's been a long week. So as always, whatever. We had a great show last night, and listening to the Xbox 2 today, my blood pressure did start going through the roof a little bit.
Is it because of these Starfield rumors about not hitting the June?
Colt didn't help earlier this week with Gaz when he started doing his apology tour to Gaz, as if something bad is about to happen. While they were talking about Starfield. So that raised my blood pressure a little bit, but we're okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to save that energy for when it happens.
Gaz has a very suspicious, awkward smile on his face right now.
That's just Gaz.
It's just Gaz?
What? I don't know what you guys are talking about.
He ate some bad sauce or something. I don't know.
Yep.
Well, I mean, we could get right into that, or we could get into Ubisoft. But you know what? Why don't we start with the Xbox discussions? Because 2023 is the time for Xbox to finally deliver on their promises, which seems to be going to happen. Aaron Greenberg and also the Developer Direct actual website alludes to games that are going to be here that are releasing in the next few months, right? So we can have every reason to believe in the next few months now that we will see Redfall, Forza Motorsport, and Minecraft Legends. Some of us, including Pong and I, were on the Starfield March train, which is starting to derail quickly, I think. But we'll see about that still. I still have hopes in the back of my mind. I hope everybody's wrong and it comes out to be earlier than we all anticipate. However, regardless, if you have the first 6 months and you actually deliver on Minecraft Legends, you deliver on Forza Motorsport, you deliver on Redfall, and they're all successful, decently good games, and you also have all these other Game Pass deals and stuff like that. Is that, I'm going to ask the man who has stated that Xbox has to put up or shut up. He had a very saucy video.
And I don't remember saying that. I don't remember saying that.
No. What did you exactly say? I think
did you say Xbox should leave the industry completely?
I think he said they should close up shop if they didn't hit these games. I think you said at least 2 or 3 AAA successful games this year, something like that. And is this? Let's assume, okay, let's put Starfield on the back burner right now, just for conversation's sake, right? Let's say the first 6 months, right? They do deliver on those, plus all these other Game Pass deals and stuff they got. I'm asking Gaz, the man who was very controversial in the community a few weeks back, with his hot takes.
It wasn't hot.
I agree. I mean, I wouldn't say it has to leave the business, but like as far as
it goes to show,
yeah.
Say everything you want to say, but don't make a video on it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us had said the same things that you have been saying.
I know.
Just exactly the same thing. So,
but I knew it. The moment you put a video out, that's it. Like people are like, oh, you are that person,
right?
But after, in which case, I will set out to destroy everyone's anus. One by one.
So what's your bar for these? I mean, what do you think has to happen with these games to consider it a success for Xbox so far in the first 6 months of this year?
The correct answer, in my opinion, is we need to see a lot of sustained successes over a period of time. But people don't want to hear that because, like, oh, look, how many years will it take for you to be happy? So to pacify everyone and try to like almost ignore my own methodology or metric for success, I'm trying to compartmentalize that for the sake of the masses, say the masses or whatever community, to 1 year. So if I'm going to say this year, and bear in mind everything I've just said, massive disclaimer, but for this year, they need to, all those games, the first party games, they need to hit. So typically Xbox games have not, what exclusives have we had? Halo Infinite, the flagship title, didn't show up the way it should have. Now we need these games to do a little bit more than they needed to do last year, if you know what I mean. Redfall didn't need to hit the quality bar. It now needs to hit because of that delay. So it just adds a little bit more for demand, more for, it just raises its requirement, in my opinion, to pacify the masses. So Redfall needs to hit. Redfall looks great. The more we look at it or find, I did a video on it, and it's just, the more you peer into the details, that game looks really promising. A lot of people wrote it off as a Back 4 Blood clone or just a simple shooter, but there was always a weird feeling. Well, not a weird feeling, but at the back of your mind, you knew Arcane Austin are the ones developing it. So you're like, well, they don't just take their time there. The only thing is, this is divergent from their normal formula, open world shooter based game. Can they even do it? And then you see that they tell you very frankly in this Games Radar interview that there's a lot more into it, and that sorry, I'm going to talk about Redfall for a while, but generally Redfall looks strong. If it delivers well, that'll be great. Then you've got Forza. Forza has high expectations and a lot of confidence as well. We've already seen it. That needs to hit really well. And for the metrics purposes on social media, if you give a shit about that, then 19 plus meta for Forza is really important. I think I'm not really worried. Turn 10 on Magicians. They have a track record of proving it. Their competition is GT7, which my opinion is weak. It launched weak. Public perception is low. The way microtransactions, all of it, visual fidelity. You have to really be one of those people that are really stretching themselves or being disingenuous with the replay mode when they put forward the visuals for this game to be really excited about GT7, in my opinion. So Forza should have a big win. That represents a lot, by the way. And I think I've said this a lot of times, but I don't know if people believe the same thing, but they might have a different view. But I always think races have a level of prestige attached to them. So console exclusive races like Forza and GT, companies will look at that very carefully. It's odd because it's not in consideration for Game of the Year awards, but there is a massive prestige about it. So even like Phil Spencer and Yoshida will be looking at that comparatively. And if Forza wins, that's a big win for a sustained, well, how many years is it going to take for Polyphony to release another game? And it's going to be intimidating. The more the bar gets raised, Forza is raising that bar considerably. So, sorry, this is a long-winded answer, but those games need to release. And then on top of that, this is the big one. At E3 2023, you need to show what your first-party studios are doing, and I mean show gameplay, because it's crazy that we haven't seen gameplay for Avowed, for Everwild, for Perfect Dark, and we need Hellblade to show. We need, there's so many games there that we haven't seen anything of. So if they do that, if these games release and they hit the quality bar that we're expecting, not even demanding mad amounts, but expecting, plus you show us what your first parties are doing, what more can you ask for them? Yes, you can say they have to have a couple of extra exclusives. I'm a bit relaxed on that point. I know some people are like, oh, at least one more exclusive too, and I understand. Only thing is, these are 3 big potential games, and if Starfield especially saves Microsoft to coast on these 3, as long as they strongly show off what their E3 games are doing, because it's pipeline. And I think games are further ahead than people think. I've come to terms with that. A lot of people haven't. They're saying like, wait, hold on. And you said 2022 was crap.
What games do you think may be further ahead than people think? Like, do you have any specific Fable you think's further?
Fable is much further ahead than people think, in my opinion. So there's that. Perfect Dark, no idea when that's coming out. That game has been in the work for ages. And they say it's developed, but show us when that's ready. Are we saying 2024? It should be, but say 2025, 2026 even. Don't be surprised. I'd love to be wrong. but I think that's quite far away. State of Decay 2, I don't know what's going on with that. That might be further along as well. Hellblade should be coming out this year, man, but that could surprise Hellblade this year. That would be a monumental year for Xbox if Hellblade, Starfield. Oh, think about the optics of that. Hellblade, third person, gorgeous, visually stellar game. Then you got Starfield and Western RPG that Sony cannot hope to match in any appreciable amount of time this generation. Then you've got Forza Motorsport, possibly the best racer, or sim racer in years, besting GT. And then you got Redfall, the pleasant surprise that people were expecting to be a dull shooter, but ends up being a little bit more than that, being fun. Plus all the other reveals, it's a very strong year. Forget the reveals, just in terms of games alone. You've got a Western RPG, you've got third-person game, you've got this co-op shooter, and you've got sim racer. Incredible year. If you thought 2022 was good for PlayStation, this could kick the absolute 50 shades of shit out of it this year if they deliver.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly don't. I mean, besides the third-party deals, like PlayStation doesn't have a lot this year. This is a VR year for them, right?
Yeah.
But the third party, they're doing a lot there, which is going to be good and kind of get them by probably this year with Final Fantasy 16 and Silent Hill 2. But other than that, they don't really got a lot. And PlayStation really had a successful year in 2022 because a lot of their 2021's games got pushed into it, right? So I think this is the year that Xbox has that same thing. But also, on top of that, all these other deals that they've made. And then the question I want to ask the rest of the panel this too, because me and Pong talked about this a little bit last night, right? So let's assume that they actually do get out those games, right? Maybe Starfield's not there the first 6 months, but
why do you say that?
Why do I say?
Why are you being so negative?
Well, I know because there's so many people saying it. It's messing with my fucking head now, man.
Some people saying what? What are people saying?
People keep saying, like, in a podcast and stuff, that in videos that Starfield's getting pushed back to like August.
What video? Who made a video saying that Starfield's going to be pushed back?
So, Pong, what happened on the podcast today on Xbox 2?
Both of them have the feeling that it could. Rand's still saying June at the earliest.
Okay.
But he still thinks it's
September.
Yeah, exactly. September, October, he could see it in that range. And Jez agreed with him. And then Colt put out a poll, and his first month on there was June. And then the rest were all later. And again, he was on XNC doing his sly stuff. Again, Matty Plays put out there that he's heard that it's been pushed out of June.
Yeah.
So there are more than just.
Oh, okay. So people are talking about it. I just wanted to check.
Yeah.
I got in trouble.
And Matty Plays said he had sources.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that.
I'm his hearsay. It's all hearsay. Don't even dare whoever's sitting there quote me on it. I have no idea. By the way, if you quote me on it, and these are my words, you are a moron. Everything I say a lie. Fuck. People are so, like, they follow you around and they make an obstacle out of bullshit. And then they take what you say out of context. So I'm not. This is not one for me. I didn't come from my source.
Yeah. No. I'm talking about Matty Plays. I said the conversation on Xbox 2 today as well. Yeah. You know,
okay,
Colt
so
Eastwood's alluding to that as well. So there's a lot of people that are more connected.
I don't care. I mean, I told you, bro. I told everyone. And Dealer was one of the first ones to clock it as well. After the show ended, then Phil Spencer comes on. He goes, that was the first 12 months. And then he talked about Hideo Kojima coming on. That's going to come out 16 years. And then Wolong,
16.
then Starfield. So technically they were right. I said this last year. I said technically the people didn't clock it. So they can get away with it legally, which I find.
The support page is up, though, Gaz. The support page is up saying the first half of this year.
It is.
Fuck the support page, but what the
well, if they, I mean, technically.
Yeah,
so...
freaking fuck the support page. They had the date written in the engine and they delayed it.
Correct.
They're gonna do it. They probably will. I don't know. Paul, you game. Trouble. Oh,
So, all right.
I'm not getting you in trouble. I
don't
didn't
know
say
anything.
Gaz
I
said
genuinely
anything.
don't know anything.
I
All
said
I'm just
Colt
hearing.
specifically, and I
I'm
said the
just
Xbox
hearing things.
2. Right.
Just people are saying it, just
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
yeah,
are
yeah.
hearing things. So I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
So let's say that for whatever reason that happens, right?
September, yeah, just say September.
So let's hypothetical, okay? And they still clear a lot of their deck, right? They clear like Redfall comes out, Minecraft Legends comes out, Forza Motorsport comes out, which again was concreted by the words of the developer direct next few months line in there, right? So with all of that, okay, we expect a big clearing of the deck of games we knew coming soon from Microsoft. Second half will be E3, right? A showing of what's coming then. Plus, also for the next 6 months after that, possibly, especially if they stick to this 12-month thing, that's the opportunity to really set the stage, right, for the future, because they've played a lot of their cards already, right? So, Fuzzy, like, I feel like Xbox could dominate the news this entire year with these games all releasing. Then you have E3. And you have ABK deal potentially closing as well this year, right? Could be the ABK deal potentially closing this year.
End of year earliest, yeah.
So we have potentially in store for us a complete year dominated by Xbox, especially if they bring out a couple more titles. I think this could be the biggest E3 this year that we've seen in a long time, because nobody's going to know what to expect at all, right?
12 months. Yeah, and an E3 going to be angling this to be the best one. Yeah, they need it. They need it to make it work. This is make or break time, this E3. Yeah. So it could be a massive year. That's why it's so exciting.
Absolutely. Yeah, Fuzzy, like, is this setting the table for? I mean, this is going to be the first live audience as well, probably for Xbox in a really long time.
3 years or
So E3's back in person event, all that kind of stuff. Is this where they're gonna really like let it all hang out?
What?
You would hope so, but it doesn't seem like they. It always seems like they hold stuff back for whatever reason. So, like right now, with rumors buzzing about Starfield being, outside this first 6 months thing, whatever's shown at E3 is going to be kind of taken with a grain of salt, or at least from my standpoint. Like the way I'm looking at it now, if it doesn't hit by like June 11th, I don't care what they say at E3. I'm not believing any of it. So
that's a good
it comes
point.
down to at that point, for me right now, as long as Forza delivers out the gate with at least the same amount of cars and tracks as it did with Motorsport 7,
that ain't gonna happen, bro.
And all of the and all of the things that they had talked about as far as like the day-night change, the different tire compounds and all that, I'm not as worried about the ray tracing and race, but that's awesome. As long as it starts off fully complete and they don't do the drip feed thing of like Motorsport 5, I'll be happy. I'll be a little disappointed that Starfield got bumped, but I'll be playing Forza enough to probably forget about that until it's ready to release. But like for me with E3 at this point, if it wasn't E3 technically last year, but whatever the summer fan fest thing that they had last year, saying that it would be within 12 months and your biggest game that you delay weeks before then is delayed again or pushed outside the 12 months you just told us before that it was supposed to be in the 12 months. It's like, I don't know. I'll be excited about whatever games they announce, but like for a timeline standpoint, it'll any word that they give us, hey, it'll be in first 6 months or within the next 12 months goes out the window as far as I'm concerned. If Starfield misses.
I'm wondering with this new developer direct thing, if this works and they like it, and they keep doing that going forward, right? If that makes it to where they don't need to do the 12-month E3 showcases, because you can just do kind of the 3-month forecast with developer directs.
That's the one thing that I was thinking with this developer direct thing is they only need to fill this time period. Like the rest of the year is already set with shows. They don't need to do another show, like because they'll have E3, which will be in June. Then they have Gamescom like a month later. Then they have Tokyo Game Show, which is a month after that. So this is the only time slot that they have to fill in the year is like spring, or the early part of the year. So do they need to do another developer direct? I don't know.
Well, it depends on what they announce at E3 for the second half, right? I mean, if they do, and there's like Hellblade 2 and maybe like something like Compulsion's game or something that we're not expecting, right? Then I would feel like it would be worth it at that point.
But they could just cover that at like Tokyo Game Show or Gamescom at that point.
Maybe it depends on if it's like November is still a little far away from that stuff, because like. Well, when's Gamescom? Like August?
Yeah.
Right. And Gamescom, they don't usually go full blown out. Like even the last
year they did. They showed a trailer and talked for 30 minutes to devs about it. So it's like,
yeah, but Jasper, they want to establish the developer direct as a show that people can come to expect, just like State of Plays, just like Nintendo Direct. So I think if you're going to establish it, you got to have some kind of regular basis to it to showcase your big games. And again, if there is a big game in the second half or two big games in the second half, you want to have another one just like you did for the first half to establish that pattern so people get used to it and can come to kind of expect that as your new part of your new marketing, right? That I think that's the biggest thing about it. You don't want to do one and then not have another one again for another year.
Okay, then they could just like, what if they just say like developer direct at Gamescom? Then that would still establish the developer direct, but they'd also be at Gamescom, so you get
they could do it at the same time, I guess. I mean, there's nothing
Sony kind of does that with their State of Plays.
Yeah,
yeah. So that would make sense, but I don't want them to say developer direct at E3, right? I mean, that would suck ass. You know what I mean? If this new direction for Xbox with these shows that we've been asking for like. They've got to have so many damn games that they got to have more than just like the one big show a year, right? They got to figure out ways to market their stuff better and all these things. We've many of us on the show has been asking for the big show and then maybe like a quarterly show or like once every 4 months or something like that, or just maybe 2 other shows a year, something. And I think this is marking the first steps to that. I want to ask Kate a question here because you had called me the other day. After that Games Radar article came out, and they had a bunch of more info on Redfall, and is that something you would actually care about watching at this developer direct to see like what it's going to look like? Because you actually seem excited about this game, which is pretty rare for you to get that hyped about something.
I don't. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to play it. No, I don't really care to watch anything about it.
Fair enough. It's just always bringing the honest.
I'm more like, like when like you always want to like watch movie trailers.
Yeah.
And if I like feel like I'm interested in the first like 2 seconds, I'm like, stop the trailer. I don't want to watch it. Like I want to be totally.
Because if they show too much and they're like, I don't want to watch it anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right. So you're already sold enough.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Was it just because of the sentence that they said about stalking through the cornfields that sold you?
No, I was already sold when I knew it was a vampire game.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, she likes things that suck.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
she must love you.
She does love Psycho, absolutely. So what about you, babe? Is your Redfall excitement elevated?
Yeah, babe. Not as excited as Psychonauts is. His logo is literally Xbox logo covered in semen.
That pretty much fits the personality there. That's what it looks like. Is that what it is, Psycho? Did you get jizz all over your Xbox and take a screenshot?
When I saw fucking E3 of 2020 and 2021, I was just like, Oh, yeah.
That's built up over the years. After 2022, he finally
because
released.
2022, it kind of just fucking shattered all over the place.
What
It was a brown color. Now it's white. That's great.
Yeah.
What is it?
So
What is
what
it
was
when
the
you
question?
practice holding it in? Like
Edging.
Tantric? Oh,
Yeah.
edging.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
he edged too much.
We're
and
not
then just
going
had a
that
full
way.
release. Yeah. I don't even remember what the question was at this point. I'm sorry.
I have no idea. either.
but the
I think you asked Gaz if he's excited about Redfall.
yes, yeah, I did.
Were you listening to me at the start of the show? I just told you I made a fucking video about it. Then I talked about all the
He
things.
forgets
that you
easily.
bastard wasn't listening. I thought I had ADHD. Well done, Mav.
Yeah.
Well done for making me look good.
Thank you. I walk into the kitchen often and forget why the hell I'm there. It's an actual thing.
I do that all the time. No,
Why don't you tell everyone what you did on New Year's Eve?
Oh, she asked me for to make her a drink, and I don't know. I was just in the kitchen.
No, motherfucker! I asked for some chips and queso.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my god.
Anyway, she asked for some chips and queso. For some damn reason, I took a fucking paper plate and I put a bunch of ice on it. I have no.
He went into the cooler, got the ice scoop, scooped a whole ass scoop of ice onto a paper plate, and he looked around like, "What am I doing?"
That's the day in my life. Yeah, I fucking don't know. Once she asked for some cereal.
What strain?
And I walked
What
into the
strain was
kitchen.
it?
What strain?
THC.
What?
I wanna know.
This was probably like 15 years ago.
Birthday
Fuck,
cake.
I don't know, but like she asked me for some cereal or something. I don't fucking know what you asked for, but I walked in the kitchen. I went under the sink and I got some dishwasher tabs and I brought them back to her. Then I just stood there at the door like, why the fuck am I holding dishwasher tabs right now?
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna be in a home probably sooner than later. I don't know what's going on with me. But
Instead of Alzheimer's, it's half.
iPod challenge.
Do you sleep enough?
I no. do you guys ever see me? Like I'm yawning constantly on every single fucking show.
How many hours do you sleep average?
Like actually sleep or like
Yeah.
I don't know, 4 or 5.
Right now, he's
No,
getting about
fake
like
sleep
7
nap,
hours. of
fake-
sleep.
Right now,
I'll-
yeah.
I'll
7
agree,
hours.
fake
Yeah, right now I'm
That's
getting
good.
enough sleep. Yeah, the last
Okay, good.
couple weeks, yeah, it's been pretty good. But
That's good. That's good. It's you just because I know I have this conversation as well with my girlfriend. Just you get a high chance of dementia if you don't sleep, and I'm averaging 3 and 4. So don't be like me.
yeah,
No.
I don't know. That's a good question. It's it combined with how many times I get up to go use the bathroom, and
Oh, yeah,
how many times
yeah.
I wake up and look at my phone and all that stuff.
think
We don't know.
everyone does
Yeah,
that.
it's normal stuff, right?
Yeah, that's normal.
There
So
was
it's your deep REM sleep that counts.
my deep
How many hours?
my deep REM.
Yeah, REM, REM,
Oh.
REM sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just deep sleep.
I've
That's
never-
where your body's really actively recovering.
Yeah. I've never
But yeah.
experienced
No,
deep
sorry,
REM
I
before.
just went on it.
No, it's okay. All right.
Hit me.
Have
What?
If you've ever
Every
dreamed you're in,
night. You would know if you wore like a Fitbit and stuff. Like when I used to wear my Fitbit and stuff, it
Yeah.
would track all that. But then I got like overly obsessed with knowing all my sleep patterns that I started to have trouble sleeping.
Like you wake up to look at
Oh.
your sleep patterns, like how am I doing?
Yeah, like
right?
I got obsessive over it.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right, so where are we at? Let's get. I want to get Psycho's opinion on this. From outer space. Psycho
Breaker.
develop breaker 19 Psychonauts. Are you there, Psychonauts?
Yeah, 10-4.
Developer direct.
Yeah.
What needs to be happening there to actually consider this show something that's going to be something that people are going to want to watch going forward?
Well, I mean, delivering games is what people want to see. So if you're going to announce what's going to be there, that kind of defeats the surprise element because sometimes, because Sony does they do this is third party unless if it's a showcase of a specific game, then we know what it is. But if you kind of leave it to like, here's some first party stuff, here's some third-party games coming to Game Pass. They do if they start doing that, they kind of leave it open to what it could be. They kind of drum up excitement and draw in people to watch the showcase. I think that's where they kind of need to go forward. Kind of use the same tactics as Sony and Nintendo kind of does with their showcasing. Things like when you have a game like Starfield, you want to announce it because it doesn't matter. You don't have to surprise it. That game is so big that it's everybody wants to come see it. So I definitely hoping going forward, Microsoft kind of picks from both Nintendo and Sony how they do their shows, and kind of give us like an all around. I wouldn't mind a couple shows throughout the year having what's coming to Game Pass in the next couple months, because they know, I think 3 months in advance what's coming into Game Pass, so they can have a showcase showing what some of these games are. And then there was the disclaimer, subject due to change of for whatever instance, because look at Hot Wheels, they announced it's not in Game Pass right now, so things do happen. Contracts or forgotten about, and they're like, oh yeah, forgot somebody has a contract for that, so it's timed through their subscription service. So it'd be nice to kind of have that, have Microsoft go forward, and be. We like them. They've been transparent in the very beginning of this generation, and they kind of leaned off of it a little bit here of late. Because with Starfield, like in the very beginning, I mean, you guys know, I was saying Starfield's going to be out September past, and then talking to Pong, and then seeing some of these Bethesda little round tables, and it's like, okay, this game looks a lot polished. It looks really good. Even at the Video Game Awards, those 5 seconds that they showed of like new clips, it looked really good. So it was like, okay, they're further along, so they could very well possibly hit their promise and have it before June. And then I changed course, so I started, agreeing with you guys again. Maybe this fucker comes out in fucking March 23rd, because I remember Boom's show, listening to that, and that's when you guys were talking about how on the 23rd of the month, I don't know if it was just March or if it was just the date 23rd of the 23rd, that it's significant with NASA, and that's when the first Wright brothers launch was on the 23rd. So things like that are significant with flight, and that's the whole premise with Starfield, exploring the galaxy. So there's a lot of things that kind of reeled us back, that we were like, okay, cool, maybe it is going to hit before June, maybe March, because March 23 kind of plays on with Todd Howard, how he likes with his weird number things. And then of course we saw fucking what Colt put out, that poll. I was like, why is he putting June? Well, it was like June,
July, August, September, yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. I was like, usually Colt doesn't like put things out there just to be, he either heard rumors or speculating of things that possibly others have heard, and it's just, so when I saw that, and I was like, oh man, I'm like, I mean, personally, I would love to have it before June. I mean, that's, they kind of put it in that 12-month showcase, so that's why we all were hoping that it hit June. But Gaz, you were just saying that possibly that when they did that whole 12 months, and then they announced Starfield and Kojima's game prior to that. So it technically was not in that 12-month window, but it was. They can, if it was going to get done early, they can play with it and have it before June. But having it in like September because of how saturated February and March is, has some games. And for at least for Xbox, they do May for Redfield, and then June for
the fuck is Redfield? Smoking some crack.
I'll call your Redfield and I'll raise you one Starfall.
He is high right now.
Yeah. So exactly. So there. So you got May, June, and then possibly whatever other games that they're going to have announced, either third party. We don't know when Stalker 2 is going to be coming out because it's going to be 2023 from what the developers have said, but we don't know if that's late, earlier than if it comes out a little bit earlier. If it's like an August release date, that'd be really nice. But it sucks that if they do push out Starfield to September. I mean, we're all kind of with the lackluster of last year. We were hoping on good faith that they would, we know, I know they want to have a good year, but also you need to kind of make up for the lack of first party from last year. So I was hoping like, oh, cool, forget it. Starfield coming out in March. Let's let's get 2023 going with a fucking bang. And then you have, Redfall and Forza, and then possibly Hellblade 2 in September or October.
What the fuck are you talking about? Does anyone? You've talked for so long. I have no idea.
Yes,
and I'm looking at my host here, Mav. Like he's gonna try.
Oh no! I'm just dying because the chat, man. I'm just fucking.
What are you doing? What is chat? Psychonauts.
I had to turn the camera.
You need to sentence and paragraphs.
This is what happens. This is what happens when he has a lot of mushrooms, man.
No mushrooms. Let's smoke though.
Now we gotta go to commercial break, everybody. Thank you, Psychonauts, for calling in.
Yeah, thanks
on AM 1500. This is Xbox Ultimate. We'll be right back after this break. Thank you.
Delilah. All right.
So, Psychonauts, you mentioned a great point 17 years ago.
Yeah,
which I wanted to discuss, but now I've lost it. Thanks. It was so good because we were talking about what was it?
I don't think any of us can remember anything anymore. It's been like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's so annoying because I really it was the stuff. No, Redfield. No, I'm trying to remember, but it was about Starfield. Did Cole really make that poll?
Yeah.
And what were the months included? So did he say
June through September?
Months?
Yeah, June.
What a piece of shit, Cole. Such a piece of shit. I can't believe you did that. I don't get. Oh, that's it. So I think you said you mentioned September, and the game should release before September. Well, on that point, I just want to quickly say, I don't think it makes a big difference. Although going before Zelda would be very good, and it would be nice for them to lead with Starfield, which is not going to happen. But if they led with Starfield, that would have been really good. But a September date is surely fine, no? Like, you've had E3, Zelda's made it splash for a few months, Pong is shaking his head.
Pong's a grumpy old man. Yeah, whenever it comes to Starfield, like Pong, I just not want to hear about it.
I'll keep the I'll save my emotional stuff if it happens for me personally.
We won't see Reverend Pong again.
Yeah. Oh no, you're gonna. I don't even know. I told you guys I might take a break from podcasts because I'll have nothing nice to say at that point. So let me just say this about the business side of things, though. Again, Microsoft and Xbox have to start hitting their commitments. This has been a big problem for a big long time. And again, until they start hitting the commitments that they put themselves into, again, nobody forced them to come out and put themselves into this corner with all these launches in the next 12 months after the showcase. Nobody told them they had to do that. They had Todd Howard put it in pen into a trailer, what the date was going to be, right? Fair enough. You don't hit that date, that's cool. It happens nowadays. I want Starfield to be the best thing ever as well. But let's be real, it's a Bethesda game. You might as well delay this for 5 more years, and then maybe we'll get no bugs, okay? It's going to be bugs, no matter what you do, no matter how long you put this
Skyrim
off.
still has bugs.
But Skyrim still has bugs. Skyrim launched broken and still had 93 Meta scores, okay? Yeah. Again, Bethesda games are what they are. But the point being is that Todd said that they were in the polishing phase already. This is the problem I have with people who say it can't launch early. What's the assumption why, if Todd and his team thought they were going to hit 11/11/22, and he said that they were ultra confident, they never would have put that date out if they weren't ultra confident in that. But then they got real, looked at the game and said, not going to be able to do it. Why all of a sudden do we think this game needs 8-10 months? Why
they have
why
never
is it
announced a date though, Pong?
What do you mean?
Well,
No,
I mean,
they didn't
they
announce. They didn't announce the
At-
next date. Correct.
At
They
E3, they had that. Remember that image that they put up on the screen, and then afterwards it got shared by everybody with the 12-month window, all the games releasing.
Yes.
Starfield was on there.
Starfield was on there. So again, they can't slither out of this one. There's no excuses. And again,
say that again. The Starfield was on the next 12-month
calendar.
Yeah, there was a calendar promotion like graphic they put on the screen there as a big part of what they were doing at E3, and that got shared out by them and everybody. It was out there.
Yes.
Starfield was on that for the next 12 months.
Was it? Okay, because the way the show was structured, Starfield joined the end of the show where the future speculative stuff was mentioned.
The only one they said was far off into the future was Kojima's game, but Starfield was included on the promotional stuff for all of it within the next 12 months.
Well then,
I mean, you can find the graphic; it's still out there.
Why would they delay it? Based on what Todd Howard said and why? Because he had a very frank interview and he talked about it, and he said why he delayed it.
Yes.
So, going forward with that mindset, if it does get delayed to September, if it does get delayed to around about the September or something, whatever, it's Starfield. Who cares about 2 months? Are you going to be pissed off at June?
I do.
Or 2 months? But Starfield has to be a good game.
It will be a good game no matter what. Again, you could delay this for 2 years. It doesn't matter, Gaz.
Yeah, but they might think it matters because they've got Xbox's team there to help with the game.
And that's fine. And that's fine. That's fine. But what I'm saying, Gaz, is you put yourself in this box. Nobody asked you to put yourself in this box.
100%.
Okay. And one of the big knocks against Microsoft and Xbox is what?
Not delivering on their promises.
Delivering on their promises. Maybe there's a problem with studio management. Can they handle this many teams? All of that has come into play.
Yeah.
You've got to put those to rest. That's another big piece of the puzzle. It has to be.
It's a Microsoft problem more than a Bethesda problem.
And that's fine. But what I'm saying is you break this promise to your customers again. Again, everybody can talk about fake
I'm used to it, though. Are we not used to it?
No, I'm not, because, again, I don't pray to a box. I might have a bias each generation, but when I say I'm neutral, I'm neutral. I look at the companies, and I don't give them excuses. I don't say this is okay. And you can only break so many promises to me over time and time again. Now, is anything going to change? Am I not going to play Starfield when it comes out? If it comes out in September? Of course not. It's my most anticipated game forever. That's not going to be the case. But what I'm saying is, from a business standpoint, Xbox has to fix this. And again, it hasn't happened yet. I'll save a lot of the energy for if it happens, or we get a surprise. This could be a whole psyop with Todd and Xbox themselves, getting everybody because Bethesda's on lockdown. People who normally get information from Bethesda aren't getting information from Bethesda at all. So Bethesda's on lockdown. So possibly this could be, Todd has always envisioned launching a game within a week, right? He's always had that vision. He's talked about that in interviews. Just launch it. Ready, done, launch it. Now, can you do that in this day and age? When you got to have marketing, you got to have all. No, of course not.
They pretty much did that with Fallout 4, 6 months and it was out.
Right, 6 months and it was out. Maybe Todd and Phil came up with agreement. They delay it, they get it ready, they see when they start hitting the milestones. If they can get it out early, they get it out early, but we're not going to say anything to anybody. We're not going to say a damn thing to anybody. We're going to keep people guessing. And then we're going to have a showcase, and then we're going to announce the date, and it's going to shock the world, and it's going to surprise the hell out of everybody. It's going to be a great moment. Right? There's a lot of hype behind that too. Right. That's what they should do if they can. So I'm just saying.
All I'm hearing is hearsay. It could happen.
Yes, it's all hearsay. Yes. I'm still on the March date. I'm still on the March date.
I'm going to stick with you on that too, Pong. I'm not going to let the noise affect what I've thought, because there's a lot of noise out there.
I've always said March. March.
I think March makes too much sense though, and we kind of listed on PM in the PM some of the reasons why we felt like, and maybe people are speculating because all of a sudden people saw that Starfield isn't part of this developer direct, and all of a sudden they're starting to speculate about this. Like, why isn't it there? Why isn't it there? They're doing a standalone thing. So I think people are starting to speculate potentially on that and try and put things together here, but I don't think that's very telling in and of itself. And I'll tell you why again here. Now I have on the graphic from E3, right? That Xbox put out there with Starfield, Redfall, Forza Motorsport, Minecraft Legends, Ara, Wolong, all these games next 12 months, right? And they may not hit on every single game, right? But when you had already delayed Starfield, right, one time out in 2021, and then you say it's coming within the next 12 months at E3, that's kind of, I think, wouldn't be great for them to miss another promise, right? They've been known for that too much lately, in my opinion. Now, if it needs it, for example, for a specific reason, like to hit 60 frames per second, right? And that's the mark. They need a couple months. They're getting close, and like they if we do this, it'll be 60 frames at launch or whatever with a performance mode. I'll be like, okay, that was the right move, right? But if it doesn't even then have that mode or whatever in it, then I'll be like, why was it delayed again, right? Because it's just to do a little bit more bugs, because your games always have a lot of bugs and stuff. But besides that,
give them a benefit of the doubt.
But,
they made it said next 12 months.
The
and they don't make that. What happens? What happens, people? Do I just sit there and watch you guys squirm, or will people call them out?
Well, the Starfield thing at E3, the Starfield thing at E3 was like 10 minutes or 15 minutes at the end of the show. So Starfield needs a lot more time. Like, I'm assuming that whenever they do their Starfield show, it's probably gonna be like a 30 to 45 minutes to hour show. Like, they're probably going to play the first 10 minutes of the game. Todd's going to be like, you start out as a wanderer in space and you leave the planet. And then he's going to do some bullshit like talk like that for 10 minutes to just like keep showing you constant stuff. Yeah. So Starfield needs its time to be talked about and showed if they really want to make this.
Of course.
Right. Xbox, which is why it's not at this event where they said that as much. They said that as much with this, right? So here's why I think it's in March still, right? And it's because it's separate. It's not because it's because they separated it. Because if you do lead with Starfield, right, in the first big one of these games to hit this year, right, it will overshadow the other games, right? Especially in an event, and you announce that, everybody's going to be talking about Starfield, right? And you got to dedicate enough time to it. So when you give like 15 minutes to Redfall, you give 15 minutes to Forza, you give 30 minutes to Starfield, or whatever. Like, I feel like separating it out makes the most sense. Now, do you have Starfield first and then do the other shows? No, I think you do the other shows first, so everybody gets to relish in the excitement of all of those and be like, "Yeah, this is amazing."
Later as well,
and then you have the Starfield event, and it's like, wow! And then you find out, bam, that's coming in March, and that's the first one. That's like, holy shit! Yes, we already got those other games that we're so pumped for, and then now we get Starfield first,
and we play Starfield.
Yes, and then you built up the hype properly for the other games first. You know what I mean? And I think that's why they're doing this. And there's also been smoke about the 323 thing with some speculation and stuff on the internet about that. And I feel like it would be the best for Xbox if they led with Starfield as the first big release, right?
Correct.
As well, because that's making a statement, right? Starfield has all the expectations, right? Redfall has some high expectations, but nothing like Starfield. People like, to me, Redfall is a wild card game that could hit, or if it doesn't become the massive success, people aren't going to be like, well, you know, like another failure by Xbox. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Redfall, people have some high hopes for, but I think it's going to exceed expectations. Redfall will. Starfield has got to live up to expectations, right? Starfield has a lot to live up to. It's the most important game for Xbox in a really long time. And if you lead with that and you hit the mark and you actually release that game first, and then you set the bar, you're setting the bar for the new era of Xbox. And then you follow that up with a Forza Motorsport and a Redfall, and they both hit. You are launching yourself into another wave of excitement over Xbox first party that's going to carry them through to the rest of the year and going forward as well. Because you not only hit the quality bar, which we know Forza Motorsport is going to smash GT7. We know Forza Motorsport is going to be the highly touted racer it's always been, especially when this is the longest it's been between Forza Motorsport releases. Also with the updated engine, it's a full-on reboot. This Forza Motorsport is going to smash like it's never smashed before, and I feel like it's going to be insane. And I think it could be the highest-rated game on Xbox this year.
Hulk smash.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Forza Motorsport's going to Hulk smash all the racing competition out there for sure.
The last thing I'll say is if they've made the decision on Starfield, if it's a known thing that they're going to push it, you rip that Band-Aid off soon. You don't keep waiting. Do not wait and then have a showcase in April, May, or wait till E3
and delay your game and come out with a showcase today.
Yeah, no, you don't do that.
Bones.
You rip off the Band-Aid for everybody so everybody knows that's out of the way so we can get all the smoke, all the brimstone and fire that they are going to hear about it out of the way so that when these other games launch, everybody's already got all of that out of their system. They have to get it out early if they're going to do it. Period.
Yeah. Def Leppard says, I need a plate of ice. It's going to be a thing. Plates of ice for everybody. That's on me, guys. Now, I see that you've uncomfortable, babe, because of all these heated men here. What's going on?
Oh, no, I don't know.
No? Okay.
Y'all are passionate.
Yeah, we are passionate about this stuff. That's why we do it, though, right? That's why we talk all this geek stuff.
Hot, steamy stuff.
Yeah, this geeky, hot, steamy
game stuff.
Yeah.
Plastic Corporation
I mean,
stuff.
just look at Psycho's logo.
I mean, yes.
Yeah,
I
Psycho's
never looked at it that way before, and I don't think I can ever look at it that differently now.
Give it up to Gaz to bring that up, by the way.
Thank you. Thanks, Gaz. Let's get to a couple super chats here real quick. Vik The CLiCK hit us with a $5 super chat that says with only $5 a day, you can help Psychonauts get a new mic. I appreciate you, Vic. It's not his mic. It's actually the problem is his PC has an issue, and it's really annoying him right now.
Calling in from an 88 cordless phone right now.
Yeah.
Is what he's doing. It's a call-in show.
He's calling from a
Calling from the 80s.
Qualcomm cell phone. Alvin with a $10. Thank you very much, Alvin. You're absolutely amazing. Super chat says the website reconfirmed first 6 months a week ago. That was another thing that, like, because they had just updated that website a week ago, right? Like, why do that? You know what I mean? And the other thing too, I wanted to add to that whole thing was they said the Starfield show is in the works, right? If they're planning on doing a big Starfield show, I feel like that would come soon before release. Okay. And if it's in the works right now, why would it be in the works right now if it's going to be like in June, July, or August?
They would just do it at E3. They would just
right, like that just doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I don't think it needs 6 months to put a Starfield show together, right? I feel like it's in the works now means that it's probably in a month or two, right? So
if they're hearing, to me, it doesn't make sense either. When that game is in the hands of people.
Yeah, it's that too. Like people are playing it, and there's also news that had come out that they had reached a major milestone, right before people started getting to play the game as well. So you add all these little things up, and it's just like I don't get where all this noise is coming from about July, August, September.
And Bethesda's support pages don't go live unless they are in testing already, or they're about to go live with testing. That's how Bethesda launches their support.
I'm pretty sure they're in testing.
Right.
Yeah.
The game is very close to release.
Yeah.
Someone's holding a copy, I'm sure.
Vik The CLiCK with a $2 super chat said, "Can I have what Psychonauts is having?" Yes. Yeah, wait, I was just letting you go, Psycho, because I enjoy your
I wonder what
rambles.
Psychonauts having.
Yeah. High on life, Psychonauts.
High on life.
Speaking of high on life, did y'all see that news about Justin Roiland the other day?
Yeah.
It turns out it's from a
guilty.
Yeah, it's from a 2020 thing. He had pleaded not guilty to it, and he's going to be in court. And supposedly there was a plea deal offered, and he didn't accept it, or something like that as well. I don't understand everything going on with that whole thing, but it's interesting to see.
His girlfriend 2 years later said something. So it's like,
oh damn, the co-creator.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's like 2 years later, his girlfriend said he like hit her and shit. It's like it took 2 years for you to come out. Like, okay, we'll see.
Who knows, man? I mean, like, I'm not gonna say she's
You don't
lying.
know.
I mean,
It
we
could be
like,
complicated.
yeah. It's just
He
Sometimes
could
it's
be
like,
a white beater. We don't know.
well, the thing is like with that kind of domestic violence,
yeah. Well,
it changes your life.
There was
Like-
a case. This was brought against him in 2020, right? So
He
it's
was
just
charged
now,
the other day.
Yeah, it's just now going to trial, right?
Mhm.
So that's where the 2 years comes from, right?
Yeah.
So this was something that happened from way before. So I don't know what's going on with it, but you know what I mean. I will keep my ears and eyes open to some news from that. We'll see what happens with him. But he's going to full on trial with that thing. So J Mac with a $2 super chat says stealth drop Starfield right after the show. Boom. Yeah, I can say we're probably all confident that that's not going to happen unless it's unless they do the Starfield blowout in March, right? But I still think
They need marketing.
they're going to do
somewhat.
do y'all think Xbox is going to go full-blown marketing train with Starfield and do like
No.
consoles
What if the
and all that
Starfield
stuff?
shows on the 23rd and not
We
the
might
game?
get consoles next holiday. We might get consoles next holiday.
You don't think Starfield will launch with like some kind of Starfield Xbox?
think a
Launch
Series
if it
S.
early, maybe.
I
think
feel
the
like
special edition is going to be out for sure.
We would have had that leaked by now. I feel like there'd be
collector's edition will be
someone that like screenshotted the fucking plastic at the factory and be like, "This is a Starfield Xbox in production."
Isn't that like a missed opportunity though? If that's not,
Yes,
like-
absolutely.
Who
100%.
cares? Who gives a shit about that? I don't know why people do actually. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, but those bundles like really attract a lot of customers to buy consoles that normally wouldn't have otherwise. Even like, Starfield fans or Bethesda fans, Todd Howard fans. It's people looking forward to this space nuts. Like could potentially get something like that. I feel like it would be a big thing. This is the biggest release they've had since Halo Infinite for sure.
yeah.
And I think there's a lot more writing on this game for them too. Not to say like if Starfield doesn't hit or it gets like cancel cultured, whatever, because of bugs in this era that we live in today, right? I'm just putting it out there. Like it's happened with other games. Expectations has
Starfield
changed.
to be cancel cultured? I doubt it.
You never know. I see you raising your hand.
Hate
baby.
train. Hate
Um,
train.
yeah,
it'll
Alvin
be
said he left
reviewers
2 super
complaining
chats.
that they are overwhelmed by the 1,000 planets.
What was that, baby?
Alvin said he left 2 super chats.
Oh, he left 2 super chats.
Yeah,
Okay.
he only got 2.
Alvin.
Oh shit! Sorry,
How you doing?
Alvin. Thanks, bud. Alvin with another $10 super chat. I see it. I thought it was the same one. I apologize, but yeah, no, you dropped 2. It says again. Forgot what they said 7 months ago to show. Starfield website reconfirmed 8 days ago. First half of the year. Hit the like, folks. Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, everybody hit the
Correct,
like
Alvin.
button if you are enjoying the show. Appreciate all the support that you guys give to us. It greatly it means a lot to us to see you all here and grow the channel with us as well. I do feel like it would be really cool though to get a console. Like I don't know. Would you consider actually getting one, Pong, or like you just don't?
Budget wise, probably not. If I could figure it out, yes. But I'm more looking forward to the collector's edition, which I don't buy collector's editions ever.
That watch is pretty sick.
But that watch is sick, and I want the collector's edition of Starfield. I mean, Starfield's my most anticipated game since Cyberpunk. So, but Starfield's probably the most anticipated game for me, just because I'm a Bethesda fan since Skyrim. So, I mean, legitimately. So, it's crazy. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Should have left you. It's been a long time. Should have left you.
You're not
Ground
getting the
control
collector's
to
edition, right?
Major Tom.
Jesus Christ. Christ. Next caller, please. And we've got Psychonauts calling back in once again.
Do you have a song request, Psychonauts?
Thong song.
Major Thomas to ground control.
Oh my god. All right. So yeah, this is definitely, it's time for Xbox to deliver. I really have high confidence that they are going to deliver this year. And we'll see about Starfield. I have confidence still about the first half. And second half, it's who the fuck knows what's going to happen there for this year. I think they have surprises in store for us. And we'll see what they are at E3, I think. But hey, this show isn't just about first party Xbox stuff. There's been some news coming out recently about Ubisoft. Couple things. Rumors coming out recently that Ubisoft Plus may actually be coming to consoles sooner than later, which seems desperately needed because it seems like Ubisoft might need some cash right now because they don't have a lot of games coming.
Call JG Wentworth.
Yeah. They probably don't have JG Wentworth in the UK, do they, Gaz? They have
It's France.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't think so.
It's an American thing.
Yeah. JG Wentworth. 877 cash now. It's a
Yeah, okay, let's fucking
It's
move
where
on.
people that
all
don't have money can get ripped off by getting money and then being even more poor.
It was basically payday loans before payday loans.
if we see like a news article.
Guys, I don't think he fucking gives a
Yeah,
shit.
no, if we see a news article that comes out, Yves Guillermo takes out loan from JG Wentworth, I'll be fucking dead. I mean, that would be amazing. All right, now
I made a 2-second joke and it turned into.
I know. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I love it. I know it's great.
Pong, it's Jasper's fault, not mine.
Yeah, it is Jasper's fault. So,
Yeah. I mean, not you.
Yeah.
Yves took some Chinese money recently, which also may seem to be government Chinese money soon as well, because it seems like the Chinese
the official
the Chinese
Tencent.
government is buying shares of Tencent,
Government?
right? The government.
Why did you say it like that?
I don't know.
Chinese government.
Government.
Shares
The
10
Chinese government is buying
Government.
shares from Tencent.
Hello, governor.
I
You're
don't
right,
know.
mate.
Yeah.
Chinese government, yeah.
The,
What's he doing, man? What's the government doing?
I don't know. Cheerio, mate. I don't fucking know. But
Terrible.
they're buying shares of Tencent. It seems like, which owns like half of the Guillermo brothers company, which has the majority stakes in Ubisoft. So interesting
They're trying
goings
to buy
on right
Apple.
now. But they seem like they're in financial trouble. Yves sent out a letter, I guess, to all the employees of Ubisoft saying,
Oh,
hey,
Ubisoft.
it's on you guys to save the company. It's on you guys to save us.
What a
Um,
dick.
and it's like,
What a piece of seriously, what a dick. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine working there and getting that
Yeah.
email saying, guys, it's on you now.
Yeah.
We're sink or swim. If you fuck up, if this
Yeah.
company goes down under, it's your fault.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm the leader of this corporation. I'm gonna get my dick sucked.
I just make $100 million a year. But...
Yep, I just increased my bank
Yeah.
account by $100 million by 10 cents.
And-
You guys,
and
you gotta
some-
fix the company.
and some QA tester's like, I got this, Yves. We got it.
Some QA test is like, okay, thank you for believing in me.
I'll
Can we get
I'll
minions?
save Ubisoft. I'll do it.
I'll do it. I'll do what you couldn't do, Yves, you piece of shit with your shit decisions to fucking recycle. I bet all the developers out there just loved recycling the same shit formula all the time because you sat there in management fucking meetings saying Assassin's Creed works. Why don't we fucking take it everywhere and make a Roman one and an Egyptian one? Piece of shit. That's your fault. It's vicariously you're liable to have the fucking balls to send that email to the rest of your staff. Says what? What kind of fucking small, petulant, testicular fortitude lacking piece of ass are you? No, it's
Like
such
I,
a
like I,
dumb-
That's how
like
you
I
do
said
it.
last
Hey,
night,
beautiful.
Gaz. I said it's like the captain of the Titanic turning to the passenger and saying, "You better get bailing. You better get bailing. I'll see you all up at the deck."
Exactly.
Come on, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's such a. I hate stuff like that. Like, I lead a team. I know what it's like. You're there. You take the hits. You don't sit there and make everyone feel like shit. Something for a management decision in the future trajectory of your company, that's on you, not on those people who build the games that you mandate they build and recycle, and that's your roadmap. Absolutely disgusting. I have a friend who works at Ubisoft. You trust me, its management are fucking useless.
I've heard,
and they've had internal
plenty,
turmoil for years before even Valhalla was out. I knew about some mad stuff. I was dropping hints like, Ubisoft, what's going on with their shit internally? It's fucked. So look, the fact that he has the balls to do that, what a piece of shit. I wouldn't call it, okay, I would only say things if I would say it to their face, and I won't call him a piece of shit. That's a bit, it's just, let me rein it back. That's not how you lead. That's not how you set an example. That's not how you want to motivate your staff. It was going to do the complete opposite. If we feel that way and we don't even work for you looking at that email, imagine what the staff feel like after you've had a multitude of complaints about what you're doing. The industry has dubbed your Formula 1 negatively. Like, it's this template. That's it. It lacks soul. And there you're copying Zelda with the Mortals Phoenix Rising. You're jumping on all the different bandwagons for multiplayer to whatever, and you're not having any real thought in your content, and you push it onto your staff. Nah, that's bad. That means Ubisoft is bad because the management is fucked, and that's what you need to do. You need to get rid of management. Management is already blaming the staff. Ubisoft are in trouble.
I
You
think
throw on top of the years of
trouble.
HR stuff that was never actually fixed internally, all that on top of it, Gaz. It's Jesus, man. Come on. You got to do better. You got to look in the mirror and say, I'm the fucking problem here.
Well, they've been
100%.
bleeding talent for the past couple of years as well. Like, a lot of the people that made the games that we enjoy over there aren't there anymore and haven't been there for years. So, I mean, that's not to say that they can't continue to make good games, but it just seems like if you're going to push the people that were your creative stars out, then what do you expect?
In an industry that's ripe for the taking, that people can go anywhere with the talent because everybody needs talent right now, and you've got the biggest talent pool in the industry, and you're going to treat your employees that way, man.
They've just been too experimenting with random bullshit to try and chase whatever the latest and greatest thing is right now. Like, Fortnite was big, let's try and do our own Fortnite. This was big, let's try and do our own that. Instead of just making the games that have made Ubisoft what they were, right? Like, and do it bigger and better than you ever have. You can build upon those cores, right? But instead, you abandon those cores, you bastardize them, and you experiment with them to the detriment to where you actually lose your fan base. Not only that, you piss off a bunch of time from the developers and end up turning out no games. Right. So in this situation, your company's going downhill, and then you have the gall to come out and say, it's on you guys to save this. Eves is sitting there playing the fucking violin while the Titanic is sinking right now. You know what I mean? It's like, what?
And he can't play it well. He's not comforting anybody.
But I don't want to
comforting us consumers, because when you see that, you're like, hold on, you do not have a tight control of your own ship, where you're telling everyone we need to control it better. Like, what about us? Like, what? Yeah. Wait, hold on. What's going on? When you're in a make or break situation after we've been shitting on you for what's happening, only the last minute, you're like, Split Cell, yeah, it's working. Like, you were so tone deaf for so long that's what you're doing. You relied on the chat. Such poetic justice. But at the same time, the sad part is people lose jobs, and those people don't deserve to lose jobs. It's the
That's the only way
decision
Ubisoft is going to get fixed, sadly, is people are going to have to lose their jobs because you're going to have to restructure that entire company management-wise from the top down. Like, you're going to have to...
But the top-down's not doing it. They're just saying, fix up. They're like, hold on, management. You keep telling us to work. The game's reception hasn't been that bad.
There's too many managers or something going on where, like, just there's no communication between studios and people. It's just like no one knows what the hell's going on. It's like
So when everybody was against Vivendi taking over, kind of wish Vivendi had just been able to knock the game family out of there a long time ago.
At the time, none of us wanted that because things were going pretty well still with Ubisoft. But just to put this into perspective, in 2018, Ubisoft reached their peak on market cap. They were at $92.62 per share, right?
Activision levels.
As of today, they're at $20.52 per
Jesus.
share.
I
Right.
think they're going to drop another 5.
So
here soon.
that's like less than 25% of what they were before. That's like at 22, 23%, roughly around where they were in like 4 years ago, right? That is
They're ripe for the
disastrous.
acquisition now.
Now, markets
Now
have been down, right? But not to this level across the gaming industry. This is detriment to another level with Ubisoft here. And the sad thing is, and I don't want to put too much doom and gloom on this, right? However, I feel like there's a reason why Eves is panicking right now, because they really don't have any games coming out this year. Skull and Bones was supposed to come out this year, and it was pushed back potentially to 2024 in that latest report. Again, another delay.
That was a dev video today.
And even if that game came out, would that make a big difference? Then we have, is Avatar actually going to hit this year? Hopefully so, but we'll see. I don't know. Besides that, what do they have? Right?
Assassin's Creed Mirage is the only concrete.
Is
thing.
that enough? Yeah. One game to save the entire company? One smaller type Assassin's Creed game? So
one to rule.
Happened to be on Good and Evil, man.
You got all these production costs and all this wasted money from all these experiments that they've been failing on over and over and over again, which is something we've raised a lot of concerns on. I've had Ubisoft where I've had videos where I've been pleading to Ubisoft, pleading to them to figure it out in the past, and a lot of my concerns over the time.
Figure it out, bitches. This is a video about you. You just need to figure it out. I have no solutions.
No, I gave them the solutions. I gave them the solutions in the videos. And
I'm playing with you.
They all the concerns that I've had, it seems like leading up to what's actually happening right now, right? And I don't see any, unless they can weather the storm over the next year. I don't see anything happening. Now, can they survive a whole nother year? I feel like they're ripe for the taking right now, honestly. But the question is anybody willing to take on the disaster that is Ubisoft?
Nope. Rob said no.
So if nobody is willing to take them on, what happens, right? So I want to play hypothetical Ubisoft scenarios. This year, they are fucked, in my opinion. What's going to happen to Ubisoft? Do they get acquired? Do they split off and sell IP and franchises and development studios to different entities? What happens, guys? I mean, how can we save all these employees? Right?
He said they're going to try to cut $200 million worth of assets in the next couple of years, right? So that means they're going to be closing doors or selling off parts of the company. Yeah.
Yep. They've got to contract. They're too big. They're too unwieldy. They can't support themselves. The house of cards is starting to fall now. So they've got to contract. It's like Gaz said, it's awful. This is exactly what we feared. That's why when they were first looking at people buying them, I think we had that conversation too here and elsewhere, was, but if somebody buys them, somebody's going to come in and say, this is way too much. We've got to cut this. We've got to cut this. These studios are necessary. We've got to cut back payroll. We've got to do this. That's exactly what they're going to have to do internally now. Even if they want to sell, even if Yves and the Guillermo family decide they want to get out, they're going to have to spruce up, and they're going to have to slim down. They're going to have to trim a ton, and that means people are going to lose their jobs.
Which they've already talked about doing, right? So
yes. I don't know if they necessarily sell IP, but closing studios, absolutely. I see that happening for sure. They're going to have to trim out.
It's sad. So what if they actually do decide to sell off IP? What goes where, right? Like,
they can't sell anything. They need what they have. Like Tom Clancy's the biggest multimedia IP they have, which people would want probably. And I don't know if that's all they have.
So bought it for $83 million. They could probably sell it for a couple $100 million.
What if you sell the devs, some of the dev studios to go along with some of these IP? Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, let's sell, this group with the Clancyverse, Rainbow Six, and, you got Splinter Cell, reboot coming. You got Ghost Recon franchise. You have The Division, all of these things, right? And let's say you include Massive in that deal, and you include a couple of these other studios. Like, Is that enough to get somebody to pay enough to make it worth it for them? And Assassin's Creed in itself is a very big deal. Somebody I think would take that on.
I don't see him
Amazon.
selling massive and stuff though. I see him selling like there's a lot of smaller sports videos that have like 100
Support.
people here. That's like
Yes.
in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's like they sell all those.
Here's
off.
my thing. I think so for me, I'd look at it in two situations, right? Ubisoft crumbles under itself, and they end up having to sell everything off anyway because they absolutely just go under, right? And at that point, it becomes like an auction type scenario, right? And companies can bid on them, and it's happened with other publishers in the past.
My boy Lars over at Embracers drooling right now.
Yeah, so that's a scenario. But what if they're valued at $20 a share right now? What if they're able to? So what's that equal to the actual total market cap, right? For what they're actually worth right now, it's 2.58 billion.
So
How much they're worth?
That's how much they're worth right now. So all they would have to get back is like, to make it worth, is like $5 billion to sell like off all these different things. Like
2.8, and Bungie costs more.
Yeah,
well, they also
Bungie
overpaid
alone.
for Bungie as well, but that was, you always overpay to some extent.
So my point is, like, at what point is it worth? Okay, we're just gonna sell everything off and dissolve, right?
No one's taking in 10,000 employees. Like,
no, I mean, part of this would be like you would lose a lot of
IPs,
jobs in this
they would
point.
sell more. They would make more money selling their IPs than they would as a company. If you're saying that the price is say 3 billion, in my opinion, Assassin's Creed alone is quite important.
I mean, why don't they just lease out, like Splinter Cell to Microsoft?
They might do, like Warner Brothers looking
because
to.
they're not going to. They don't. Well, the Guillaume family just doesn't see that licensing would be worth their while, considering how much they pay for licensing, like with the Mario stuff and other,
Is that what he said?
like Star Wars.
they've been selling a lot of their licensed stuff out to random games. Like there's Assassin's Creed shit in PUBG now. They just put The Undertaker in fucking Rainbow Six Siege. So they're like taking money from just random shit and putting it in all their games and like selling their stuff out to other games. So I mean, they're doing that.
That might be why Ubisoft Plus is now coming.
Well, that's what maybe it's coming because they need the cash influx, right? And so like maybe this will get us by. You know what I mean? Like if they could, but the problem is if they don't have the fucking games day one, you're not going to attract the customers. Like we already know, day one games that have subscription services where there's not any content coming day one does not get in the mass subscribers, right? So now they will have day one games in that subscription service.
You get
eventually,
a quick influx of cash, but it's not going to last.
But we haven't seen any hype about Ubisoft Plus because they've had nothing to market it with, right? So maybe they just decide, fuck it, we can't even launch a game right now, so we might as well just put our service out there with the Batcat.
And if Microsoft is going to subsidize part of that
Bat
cost,
catalog.
If Microsoft is going to subsidize part of that cost to bring Ubisoft Plus in, let's say it's Plus and it comes into Game Pass Ultimate, for again, and Microsoft is willing to subsidize, well then that's guaranteed funds up front for X million Game Pass Ultimate users that they're going to pay directly to Ubisoft just to have the service in there. Maybe that was the delay here. Maybe they were working those details out, or Ubisoft was waiting to see if they needed to do that or not. We'll see.
Yeah. What does Harper have to say about this, babe?
He's digging his balls.
She's just holding on to the dog. Hi, Harper. Anyway, so yeah, I think Ubisoft. I don't know, man. I have bad feelings about it right now. I know that people think the sky's not falling or whatever. I think the situation's dire, personally. Yeah. Because I don't know what's going to save them around the corner. Like, you don't have a big release right now coming up anytime soon. And even Assassin's Creed Mirage is later this year. Like, when is it? Even if you talk about, like, October, that's still 9 months away. And if, like, so Eve said...
I mean, it's not... The whole company's not going to close down overnight. You'll start seeing it slowly, like, just random studios closing their doors. The whole studio's not just going to be like, and we're done. No one come in to work on Monday. All 10,000 people, bye.
So let's say they have like a savior come through and actually decide to take on the risk or take it on. Who would you guys want to see?
Elon Musk.
Oh god! Oh my god! Elon by a Ubisoft, right?
Gaz, you got ideas?
Amazon, Apple.
I'm thinking Amazon takes the Assassin's Creed IP. Like I honestly, I don't think there's anything that can save Ubisoft. I think the last stand will be massive when Star Wars is released, and if that doesn't revive them, nothing
Yeah.
will. They already, what's his name?
mm.
Cameron's already mad about
Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar. So that's why we don't know anything as far as the date. They got to rework some stuff. But like,
Is James
it's
Cameron
trash.
confirmed his annoyance that of Avatar's already?
there was something to the effect of he's not
Happy with the game.
happy with what he saw as far as their showing. That's why
Really?
it didn't release the end of last year, and it hasn't gotten a date as of yet. That could
Because it's
change
directly
come
tied
March.
in. I mean, it's a
As a
legit.
direct, as a direct tie-in?
Yeah,
Oh, well, it's already delayed, so that's not good. And
No.
it doesn't look good. And that I don't think James Cameron, forgive me if I'm wrong, is a massive gamer, but if he's looking at it, he is technically obviously aware because that's because of what Avatar is.
Yes.
But yeah, that's I think you're right. I think Ubisoft are in trouble. And they made their bed. So it's really bad. And now you can see as consumers why. Because I knew about this years ago when my mate works there. But now it's like, can they be saved? And I don't know. I don't know. They have to be external help.
I heard several of us have heard the same things that you heard from your friend too, Gaz. Like, one of the and more, one of the things about project leads or creative people there that are like high ups pitching these games, getting shut down because they can't figure out how to monetize them properly. Can't figure out how to monetize this game. No, we don't want to make that. You're going to make this instead. Then you
Here's Just Dance. Yeah.
Right. But then you go out and you see the fact that they started like, and this was when I really got concerned, right? When they had like 4 game announcements in a row that were all like live service weird games, right? That were like kind of bastardizations of the brands that they were based on. And it was just like grasping at straws, like something. So something's got to hit here. Something's going to become our Fortnite. Something. X Defiant. They came out and they shit all over the Clancyverse with that reveal. I mean, they just like took a big, huge, leaping pile of fucking hot shit over the entire brand with that announcement.
Tom Clancy's X Games, everybody. Let's go.
Spray painted with neon paint.
That was the biggest garbage announcement I've ever seen for anything Clancy related ever. That was just like asinine. I was actually angry at that. And I can't say about anything related to the gameplay of it. I'm just going to say, I'm glad we haven't heard anything else about X Defiant for a while, right?
Oh, X Defiant.
Yeah, Ghost Recon Frontlines. They had that announcement. That game has since been canceled. Heartland was announced. That's a free-to-play take on The Division. That thing is vaporware right now, and they talked about it a little bit at their Ubisoft Forward. And then you also have stuff like Skull and Bones. We never knew what it was, and they finally announced it. It's like a live service $70 game. Like, what the fuck you think you're doing? And now it's delayed again. And then after we hear about the beta is not going well with that game. And it seems like the priorities of their decision making with how to make their games starts with how to make the most money out of monetization first, and then everything else comes after that. And you can't lead with that model as the primary focus across all your fucking studios, right? And that's what they had shifted to, and it's caused them to be in the situation where they are right now. So I just don't get it.
We just wanted fucking Black Flag. That's it. We just wanted an all pirates Black Flag. You know, that's all we wanted. We didn't want no fucking monetization bullshit. Like, if you wanted added flags and sales and different mass fucking like designs or whatever, you know, kind of like how they have in Odyssey and Assassin's Creed Odyssey and shit. I mean, that's what got everyone hyped when they announced a Black Flag or Skull and Bones. And we were like, oh my god, yes, because I love Black Flag. That whole being a pirate, like a pirate game, sweet. And then it's like, it's an MMO. It's RTS. No, it's like they can't make up their mind because they don't know how to fucking make $1 million a day off this fucking video game. And they're just so fucking ass backwards. It's like they're tone deaf to their fucking customers. They're fucking pieces of shit to their employees, and then they're like, I don't know why why we're failing and no one wants to buy our game. We're the best. No, you used to be the best.
French Square
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
I love your rants. It's so therapeutic. It's just like they can't make a fucking game. Can't put monetization bullshit. What's that shit they like? Yeah, flags. What's that game? Black flag. No, yeah, fucking Skull and Bones. Fuck this. If there was a sensor beam, it would just sound like this.
This is weekly, Gas. This is what we get here every Friday night.
sorry.
Let me tell you.
This one we go a little sideways on this show. PM and the PM's a little bit more serious. So is FSB. But it's Friday night. It's our time to let it all hang out. I said it again. I'm sorry.
Always let it all hang out, guys.
No pants, everybody. No pants. Let's go.
Yeah. What else was on the agenda? Well, I want to give
My
Gaz.
wife.
What?
What?
Why'd you just say your
I want to
wife?
give Gaz a, and then
The Psycho just says my wife out of nowhere.
That's
like,
what I thought I heard.
you want to give Gaz your wife.
What? You want to?
No, I was gonna say my neighbor's wife.
Your neighbor's
Oh, shit.
You want to give Gaz your neighbor's wife? That's
Yeah,
You're so generous.
Are we
You're so
doing a
generous,
trade
Psycho.
deal? What is it?
I'm
One
finished.
goat?
We're here,
What do you
here.
want me to
okay. All right, Andrew Tate.
Oh my god. Oh.
So, all right. I
I
want
wish I
to.
had a Bugatti.
Gaz seems like he's about to pass out. I want to give him an out here. No, you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, that's a lie. I'm tired.
It's almost fucking 4 a.m. there, bro.
yeah.
I mean, you got it out here. Like, if you want to go ahead and head out, or we can stick around for another 20 minutes or so. It's up to you.
Is it okay if it's just 4 a.m.? I have to wake up at 9. Sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah. So I want to let we're not ending the show quite yet, but I want to say thanks to Gaz, the sauce man, for being here and bringing all the energy, even though it's in the middle of the night there, and having a blast with us tonight, dude. Amazing takes as always.
Thank you for having me on, and I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to have left. I don't like doing that, but otherwise I'm just going to be a zombie and I'm going to get killed tomorrow.
I get it. Yeah,
I
I'm just amazed that you're actually guesting on a show at 3:45 a.m. still.
That's all good, man. Thank you so much, everyone. It was a pleasure.
Well, tell everybody,
you're psycho.
tell everybody where they can find you and about Game On Daily and Go Live and all that awesome stuff.
Yeah, so just check out Game On Daily, one word, on allgameondaily.com, the website, and Gaz On Daily on Twitter. Yeah, hopefully see you tomorrow. Go live.
Yeah.
And
all your PlayStation news.
Have you announced your guest for tomorrow?
Hail Jim Ryan.
Have you announced your guest for tomorrow yet?
I haven't even set up the event. It'll be Dirk Griggity. And yeah, after all that beef. Well, not with him.
No, not with him.
Moderator.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool. I really like him. It will be Dirt, and it will be Wandering Dutch.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it'll be quite good.
Yeah.
Good
that should be a great
I need to
show.
set up the event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, but yeah,
Well-
looking forward to it. Then I've got 108's Dragons show right after that.
Nice.
So it's gonna be a busy day for me.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. But thank you so much, everyone. Loved
Yeah.
being here. It was an absolute pleasure. Take it, guys.
Yeah. Take it easy,
Later,
guys.
guys.
Have a good one, man.
Yes.
Love you, babe.
Love you too, babe. All right. That's the amazing Gaz. Always a blast. One of the best in the community, my personal opinion. All right. So what else was there? I mean, I feel like I'm missing some stuff that we had talked about earlier, and I don't remember what it was because make plates of ice and get dishwasher tabs.
I mean, early in the morning, there was Hogwarts had confirmed 60
Play just a
FPS.
tip.
Oh yeah, so that was something I wanted to bring up. Yeah,
'Cause we just talked about that last night.
yeah, there was that, and also the Callisto Protocol thing I wanted to touch
Yes.
on.
Oh
also.
yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, the Hogwarts Legacy. We were talking about that last night. We were kind of like, what the hell's going on? Optimization and stuff. We were worried, but they did confirm today that there will be a mode targeting 60, which that's all I think what a lot of us are asking for, right? So
Yes.
now if it's like 38 frames per second the whole time and it's targeting 60, that's not cool. But it does at least mean they could update it even more.
I think
beyond
they
that,
said
like-
3 or 4 different modes, and I think
Yeah.
that one of them is going to have VRR. So that'll help us that do have VRR. So if they're not hitting a lock 60, again, is it perfect? No, but it definitely helps. So
I mean, I
is
think it
good.
should be good because they're gonna have a last gen port, and if last gen can run it at 30, like this system,
We don't know
has
if they're
to-
gonna have a last gen port. That might be vaporware, Jasper.
This is supposed to come out in what, April or some shit?
Yeah, it might be vaporware, brother. That might be a cyberpunk where they're looking at it going, "Ooh, we can't launch this." The detail in that game is crazy. If they get that running at 20 frames on the Xbox One VCR, I'll be shocked.
Yeah. So that's good news though, right?
Yeah.
Wait, doesn't that game have a Switch version too? I think
What?
Hogwarts?
doesn't it? I thought they announced
Streaming?
that for.
Hogwarts?
Streaming?
Hey,
Hogwarts?
On Switch?
It's gonna be streamed.
Spontaneous combustion.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a Switch version of it.
I was worried because it is.
I think that comes out in like
WB, right?
fall though.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna figure
that
out how they're gonna
got-
stream it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
right.
got delayed. Xbox One and PS4 was delayed to April, and then a Switch version is to be announced. So
It
they're
said
still
it would
trying
be
to figure
released
that shit
July
out.
25th on the Switch for $70. It's a 70. Oh, that's a deluxe edition. Okay, I was gonna say it's $70 fucking Switch game.
There's $70 Switch games now.
Oh, Switch Pro.
But the standard is 60. It'd be July 25th for Hogwarts on the Switch.
Okay.
So
That's good news.
Tortuga.
And then there was news about Callisto Protocol was not a financial success.
And don't forget Atomic Heart 2, Mav. We should probably
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
get to that after this one.
Yeah.
Callisto Protocol seems like it did not meet expectations. Unreasonable expectations maybe they had.
The budget? Are you kidding me?
Who
are we
okay,
sure
that's
that
a
wasn't
$4
a mistype? $200 billion?
160.
that-
Oh,
Bonds.
yeah.
So it's like
Bonds.
164 mil.
$164 million though. That's big AAA stuff.
Yeah.
That's Sony,
quadruple
Microsoft
A.
first party. That's like ridiculous money right there,
Yeah.
folks.
Yeah,
I mean,
what
it
is
had
it,
the
Craft?
looks.
Is it Craft?
Crafton.
Who made it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Crafton? Yeah, they put it as it's quadruple A title, and that's why
So quadruple A fucking doesn't even exist. Like I'm saying, like here's the thing. Like I get that some are trying to market that, but like fucking it. Could you even like if Callisto Protocol's maybe a triple A game? You know what I mean? Like what does quadruple A mean? Like is it because you put fucking Josh
budget.
Jamal in it? Like it doesn't. I don't understand
The budget,
what would
that's all it is.
separate that compared to other games. Did it seem like $160 something million game to you guys? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's
Never
up there with
played it.
Dead
Just looking
Space and
at it.
stuff. It seemed like a AAA game to me.
well,
Like, I
I'm not
wouldn't-
saying it's not AAA. What I'm saying is be way above and beyond that, though. I mean, it
Oh,
sounds like it
wow.
seems like any other big AAA game that came out.
I
even
mean,
if, like,
it's comparable to like Call of Duty campaign. It looked like as good as that with the live actors in it and stuff. So it's like I wouldn't say it's any different than that. Like,
But it's
yeah, but
only,
but
what,
Call
10
of
to
Duty
15
has
hours?
all those other modes and all that stuff too, and this
Yeah,
is just
like,
one single player. Thing.
Right. I mean,
But
this is
this is-
God of
this
this
is
is
a
God of
story
War
game,
type
though,
budgets,
so,
right?
like-
This is God of War type budget, though, Jasper.
Yeah, that's
So-
what like the budget
I mean-
seems a little overreaching for like something like this to me. I don't know, like.
They,
What was,
they
like-
invested more of the time and money and effort into the visuals. The mechanics is where they kind of hurried up and got it, wrapped up a little bit sooner.
Like a
Um,
game like Plague Tale Requiem. What was the budget on that? I mean, you could compare those two games. Like
I would say it's
graphically
probably a
impressive. I would say Plague Tale is probably even longer, probably than this
Yeah.
game
Yeah.
as well, right? Story based games, right? So yeah, different genres. Technically, one's a horror game, and the other one's more of a stealth game, more and stuff like that. But do you think a game like Plague Tale Requiem had that big of a budget?
No.
And like
You're
Pong, we can't hear you.
Oh, I said I don't think Asobo would ever have 160 million
Yeah.
invested. I don't see that.
So where does that all that money go? Like, I don't know. It just seems like unreasonable to me. I don't know.
It's just a huge risk for a first-time studio, even if they're all veterans. Like normally, even when we see veterans leave and do their first game, unless they're backed by a Microsoft, unless they're backed by a PlayStation, for your first game out the door, and I know you had big visions for it, and obviously, again, I haven't played it, but everything I've heard and everything I've watched, certainly the quality was there. But man, are you taking a huge risk with your first game out as a indie developer? I mean, that's ridiculous. Like you're putting all your eggs in one basket, and obviously it didn't work. Obviously, according to reports, they are not making money. So,
I know that originally it was supposed to be part of the PUBG universe, like story wise.
Yeah, they
and then
claim
like
it is. Yeah.
Well, no, they came back later and said
Came
that
back.
yeah, it was like it's not part of that anymore. So I'm wondering if like maybe they cut some stuff out just to kind of distance themselves from that, or I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I
Seems
think
like
the
a
only
big risk
reason
even
they
for
ever
Crafton.
alluded to that is just to make it seem like it's not a new IP, right? To try and grab a hold of those PUBG fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, I feel like they couldn't connect the dots and realize it's stupid and ridiculous to even try and connect the two. So they're like,
Schofield just must be one hell of a salesman. That's all I
I'm
gotta say.
telling you, it's mafia money. They got the budget. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a connections. You know, if you know what I mean. You know, like,
Oh, they got-
You
they
gonna
got-
give me
they
the
got-
money, or I'm gonna kill your family? I'm making this game.
No, we got laundromats, we got meat markets,
Yeah.
we got lots of things. Yeah.
yeah, don't care. The money's gonna be clean. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know, just meet me down
Don't
and
worry about it, sweetheart.
yeah, just meet me down at the old spaghetti shop. We'll have some lasagna and talk about it over some spicy and meatballs. You know, we're
My
gonna
mom
make
makes a hell of a linguine.
yeah. Hey, you know, it's a piece of resistance. You know.
Gabagoo.
The
Doing the Sopranos now. Let's go.
So yeah,
You want to wake up with a horse head in your bed? Give me the money.
oh man.
Well, here's the thing: with them not necessarily making ends meet, do you think this makes it now a candidate for something like Game Pass? Considering that was one of the things they said, they couldn't afford to do that before. Now, do you think they'd be willing to offer it for a bag of cash?
I think we see it sooner. Yeah. I definitely think so. From Schofield's interviews where he talked about
he didn't count it out.
potentially
Yeah.
doing that. Yeah. I definitely see it. I mean, Crafton's gonna want to make their money back. So if it's failing that bad, yeah. I don't see any reason why not.
Let me tell you, but Game Pass is the best thing that could ever happen to Callisto Protocol. You know,
You know.
I think Callisto Protocol seemed like a lot of people liked it. Didn't live up to some's expectations.
No.
But it's still a good game by many people. And Jasper loves it, right? I feel like I just don't understand sometimes these companies and the expectations they set for games doesn't match reasonable levels, right? So could they have made this game for less? I don't know. But if you're setting that bar, you got to reach really crazy levels, right? So a new studio, unfamiliar publisher to many as well, right? Like it just seems
I don't
like
think that many people look at the publisher necessarily.
no,
like,
I mean it had some
casuals on it.
hype, but like it's still a new AP and Dead Space remakes coming out soon as well.
Now we know why they rushed it out before Dead Space.
Yeah.
They
So-
saw what Dead Space was doing, was like, oh, okay. We better
I
get this
think
game
Dead
out.
Space is gonna.
We can't hit that mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think Dead Space is gonna kill it.
I think it's gonna underperform. I think it's just like there's more coming out that I've already played it before.
You're
So it's
gonna
like I don't.
underperform.
Oh, okay. I just like.
I think they've changed enough, Jasper. I think they've changed enough, and they've done such a remarkable job on this remake, much like the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and it didn't cost them anywhere as near $160 million.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that this is going, and I think the reviews of this game are going to be stellar after people played Callisto. And again, it didn't get bad reviews by any stretch of the
No.
imagination. Callisto's a 7-8 game. I mean, it is what it is. But I think Dead Space is going to come out and remind everybody why they were so excited for Callisto Protocol and why so many people do remember Dead Space, just like Mass Effect. And I do think it opens up a new audience.
For me, I'm just skipping it just because there's so much shit coming out this year.
And I totally understand that. I totally understand.
Yeah, it is going to be a tough year to sell for selling a lot of these $70 games because you have so much competition, and also people are tight right now. You know,
next year's holiday sales are going to be amazing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm looking at Dead Space as the 10-hour trial speed run if I can.
Yeah, we're not going to get a trial. I don't think.
What?
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, you can beat Dead Space in like 6 hours.
EA and single player. I asked that question too, Fuzzy, and I went back and looked. EA single player games don't get the 10-hour trials. They just
I don't even think Mass Effect got it.
If you have EA Plus or EA Premium or whatever the hell they have on PC, you do get it. If you pay the big dollars monthly for it, you do get it. But otherwise, we're not going to see that. I highly doubt it. We might get an hour demo. We might get something limited. Maybe. But yeah, Dead Space, they're not going to let people run through it on the 10-hour trial. Oh, shit. Mav, are you with us?
Yeah, I was trying to see what Vik was saying. Is that
okay.
Is that an Italian accent or Romanian? Romanian? How do you do a Romanian accent?
Don't ask me. It must be close to what you were doing.
I'm from Romania. I'm from Romania. Is that
Yes.
Is that pretty close to Romania? This is the accent.
That's very nice.
Is that I'm looking for here, everybody? Is this Romanian?
Let's see how many cultures we can insult tonight. Let's
You
go.
sound like a mixture between like Dracula and
that's I think that's
Transylvania. It's Transylvania. It's in the same area.
Let's go, everybody. Let's go.
You also kind of sound like
to suck my blood.
Manscaped.com. Manscaped.com. Go to manscaped.com. Shave your balls. Use code FUNSPECULATION and get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Don't forget, everybody. Don't forget.
Smooth balls.
Smooth. Stay smooth, everybody. All right. Moving on to let's see. What do we got here?
Atomic Heart.
Atomic Heart.
Oh my god.
Atomic Heart. Atomic.
Did you see your
Atomic
DMs
Heart.
are Pong?
Yes. Did you watch it?
Yeah, so Atomic Heart had a very nice video that had leaked, and it's got DMCA'd everywhere. So
yeah, it's DMC'd everywhere, but you can find it. There's unlisted ones out on YouTube that you can still grab and watch. 14 minutes straight of gameplay with sound, with music, with acting, all of it included. And then they also Insider Gaming also came out with some of the stuff that they found out about Atomic Heart. I'll read it real quick if you don't have it, Mav.
Oh, you go. Good.
Okay, Atomic Heart's open world looks fantastic, diverse, and ripe with opportunities to explore. Enemies in Atomic Heart look equal parts terrifying and incredibly innovative and inventive. Combat seems to take elements from BioShock and Far Cry, with the player utilizing ranged melee-based attacks just as much as powers like telekinesis and lightning bolts. There's an AI system in the game that guides the player that's riddled with humorous sarcasm, as is the protagonist. Everything looks fluid and seamless, from the movement mechanics to the driving. There's a story that, from what we've seen, is genuinely thought-provoking and intriguing. Yes, I need to know what the fuck is going on in this game, I will agree. And leaves you wanting more or to solve the next puzzle. Yes, there are puzzles, and yes, that 14-minute video does show a couple of them. They look fun. Not difficult, but fun. There's an economy, a crafting system, quite advanced RPG elements, an interesting looting system, and great voice acting throughout. Ultimately, it looks fantastic. And why this is kind of important, because we did hear some smoke, a month or 2 months ago, Mav came out that saying that, this might be fake.
Yeah.
A lot of problems. This might be a fake showing. We might have a bad situation on our hands when this game launches. Gotta say, from what I've seen today, this game is everything I was looking forward to. So
yeah.
I mean, I was already sold. I love the whole Cold War, like futuristic take on that. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my!
What
Are
the
you
Remember
okay,
when I
Psycho?
mentioned that this would
Are
be
you
in the
releasing?
Game of the Year discussion?
Yeah, yeah. I think Fuzzy, that's an interesting topic. If this game comes out polished, right? This could be that game that comes out of nowhere. And Mav, we talked about this in PM to PM. I know we talked about it elsewhere too. That this year we could have some of those surprise because there's so much content, and we were all focused on the big stuff. That a game like Atomic Heart could come out of nowhere and all of a sudden blow everybody's mind. Could be potentially like the next BioShock, which again, when BioShock launched, nobody expected it to be what it was. And this game has the makings to be that game this year that comes out of nowhere, blows people's minds, and all of a sudden we were expecting a good game. People, were talking about it, but at the end of the year conversation, people are looking back going, God damn, I'm still talking and thinking about Atomic Heart after all this time. This could be one of those. I really do believe it has the potential there. I think,
especially because you said there was like an emotional aspect to the story they said in that thing. So like, if it really hits with people, like they could it could be a game that people remember for like years to come. So
just like BioShock, it could be the start of a new franchise. Again, this year is as great as we've all been talking about it. 2023, could be the best video game year of all time when we look back on it, and it's going to be games like Atomic Heart that come out of nowhere that surprise us, that really add up at the end of the year, where we look back and go, God damn, what a year. What a year. Yes, we had the Zeldas. Yes, we had the Spider-Man 2s. Yes, we had the Starfields. Yes, we had all this magic. But man, then we had games like Atomic Heart. I think so too. Fuzzy, good point. Good point.
I mean, if Stray can get up for the nomination, this can.
Yeah, this game too. Yeah, Fuzzy, did you like what you saw today?
Yeah. Like the big thing when I saw the early clips of this, and this just, reinforces that, like there's elements of it. And I know people will probably look at me funny when I say this, but the thing that really appealed to me as far as like Dying Light, the original one, this has that. This has that combat aspect and things that I loved about Dying Light in it, but turned up to 11 with the extra powers or kinesis and things that you can use along with that, as far as the melee combat and the other stuff. So, and then just the visuals from that video, it looks like what I would expect from a compressed video on the internet.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what this is going to look like on the Series X. And I've been looking forward to this thing for like forever. Like there's weird things about like robotic noises that you hear, like that ball character thing. Yes. I love hearing those noises. So hearing those things, like when they either bump into something or the electronic sound they make, having all those elements in this game is just, this is going to pretty much going to be my non-first party, time sink for this year, I believe. So
nice. Love it. And again, like you were saying, Fuzzy, I can't wait to see it live because yes, of course, it's very compressed. I mean, I was, at first I was like, and then I started watching. I'm like, no, this is all YouTube's problem right here. This is not anything to do with the game. I love the, like Jasper was saying, the Cold War aesthetic, minimalistic in some ways. And that's what caught me off guard.
It's not like so far out there. It's like, what the fuck? It's like kind of reasonable.
Correct. It's kind of reasonable. But then you throw in the AI, Android, whatever they are, mannequins, whatever the fuck those things are. And there's a variety of them. And the other thing I noticed, and I want to see, Psychonauts, you watched the video, right?
Yes, I did.
Are you done releasing? Can you speak now?
Yes.
Okay. So watching the enemies too, those things, I don't know what difficult they had this video on, but those things were relentless. Like they were coming and coming and coming. Pause. I did that on purpose. Yes. But they nonstop. They were all over him. What did you think, Psycho? Watching the video?
Yeah. They were just coming all over the place out of nowhere, and it's crazy because I was watching the
video.
spraying
it out of your hand and everything.
Yeah, and the little worms and the tentacles came out. I was like, oh, I know this enemy, but no. Watching the video and seeing how the enemies reacted to what you were doing, and it was like, oh shit! Like the AI is turned up on this. I don't know if it was a harder difficulty or it's that the AI learns your play style and it reacts to how you play. in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So, because I was noticing that when he had that axe with the that turned them into that froze them.
Yep.
So I was noticing some of them were actually, before, when I was starting to swing, they actually jumped back to miss being contacted, and then they would come in for the attack. And I was like, holy shit, because the guy would always jump out of either the window or the door to go heal himself. But it's just like those little saw blade droids. Those were just coming out of nowhere. And then
how about Psycho? Did you notice too when they froze the one, whatever you want to call them, androids or whatever the hell they are, when he froze that one and it was frozen, he took too long to crush it. When the ice broke, normally in games, like the enemies kind of like just stand there or whatever for a second, that thing launched itself at him out of the ice. As the ice broke, that thing was on top of him, attacking him like instantaneously. I was like, yo, wow. Okay.
I know. Yeah, that was crazy that I saw. Also, I don't know if you picked it up, that when the one was doing like a roundhouse kick and he froze him at that point, and as the animation actually slowed
him down. Yes, well, the ice formed around him. Oh, yes, I did notice that. And
it slowed down, and then he fell. And I was like, oh shit. Right. So the physics is like up there. So I'm seeing that. I'm like, so this is highly really like an AI driven enemy combat. And because there was what else was there? Was the weird mannequin, because there was another mannequin in a black skin, I guess you want to say, because it was kind of like, there were other ones that were just kind of like,
they look like butlers. Gray. They look like butlers in the house or something.
And that one was the one that was more offensive out of the others. And I was like, holy shit. So there's different tier of enemies as well. So it's just really cool. And the puzzles that I did watch, it was like very simple, but it was just enough. Thank
God
you
don't have a boy following you around telling you how to do it. So
right, exactly. There was no like, oh yeah, you should hit that over there. No, but it was the puzzles looked. It was not overcomplicated, but we only saw like two or three. It was enough to be like, okay, this is kind of neat. And then like the lock picking. It was very futuristic, because the little tentacles came out and was unlocking the doors, and then he went into that one room when he unlocked the thing, because it was like a sealed door, and then there was something else that he went in, doors closed. I don't know if that was he got a new ability. Because I think something came. It added.
Was he moving to another level? I thought that might be like an elevator type thing. Where
I don't know. I don't know either. I don't know if that was to another level, or an upgrade station.
Maybe
because it looked like he had a red disc in his left palm after that. Because I don't remember seeing it prior. So rewatch it, and you'll see it. But it really, really had me hyped, even more so than what the original trailer. Because the original, the trailer's like, what the fuck? This is kind of crazy, and that vertical slice, and then people shitting on it. It's like, oh, this is not how the game is, and the game's in trouble. And then seeing this, and I'm like, I don't see the trouble. I don't see the issue that this game is going to have. What people are talking about. So people don't know what they're talking about. People just directing people, possibly because it's coming Xbox PC only. So possibly again,
Game Pass.
It could be why we're hearing some
and the developer being a Russian developer, some people are having issues with that.
Because it's like let's damn the people because the government is a piece of shit.
We know that's bullshit, right? So but and the interesting part too, this was just a normal level. This wasn't a boss battle. We saw the boss battle, like they showed that boss battle. This was just normal enemies, and it was crazy. So
Yeah, this
that
is-
boss battle, I can't imagine what this is going to be like.
Oh yeah, this is insane. So like, seeing what these are capable, then knowing now what possibly going back to watch that boss battle, is he now going to react to what you're doing?
Right.
And that's possibly we can see what maybe the AI, the intelligence of the AI has in this game.
Yeah.
So it could ramp up to your skill,
Yeah.
possibly. So if you're sitting there and you're fucking getting headshots, like let's say Jasper likes to get sweaty a lot in video games. The game will adjust to his skill
See, that's
level.
that's where. Okay, I'm just gonna like literally. All you gotta do is run past the enemy, pick up the key, and go open the door. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to fight him.
Well, I noticed that one too. There was one scene in there in one of the rooms. I think it was the room with the ball puzzle that they showed off. That he was attacking that one robot and it was down, and then when it got up, it like transformed into something new before it got up, and all of a sudden it was like this killing machine right in front of him, whereas it didn't look like that before. So you might be right. It might adapt to your style or what you're attacking with to give itself some kind of defenses. Yeah, that might be a good call there, Psycho. Might be. Yeah, I like it.
That's also kind of how like the brute sports in Halo 3. Like,
Yeah.
you pop off the helmets and they would like charge you or some shit like that.
Exactly. But on this kind of scope, I can't wait. Again, from a team that really don't know about Mav, did you get to watch the video?
Yeah, I watched some of it. Yeah, I didn't watch. Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Okay. Did you get all the way to the end, or did you just go?
No,
through,
I kind of like
okay.
skipped and watched like little pieces of it, right?
Okay.
And it kind of met what I've already seen from the previous video they'd released, right? So I was like, okay, it matches that. So that's where I was like confident with it.
Yeah. Did you like? What did you see? Did you see anything different at this time around though that you thought?
I didn't watch it enough to notice anything specific, other than it just looked gorgeous and the gameplay looked fun, right? Like, I thought it just looked like a solid game. Ultimately a game like this it looks great right now, and it's gonna come down to how it feels when we play it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Absolutely.
And I've seen gorgeous looking games before in the past, and everything get hyped up and marketed, and it looks great, and then you grab that controller and just something's off, and sometimes it comes from games like an Atomic Heart, right? That's something that is like, wow, this is really impressive, and because I've gotten my high hopes up for a lot of games in the past like that, and then it's just like, it wasn't quite what I hoped it would be. Now, is that going to be this? Most likely not, because it looks solid, right? So, but anytime it's a developer I'm not familiar with, anytime it's a new game like this, it's out of the blue. Like, I always have my I'm going to wait and see what other people say, but because I don't have to pay for it, I'm going to try it, right? Yeah. So I have no reason not to try it. It does look really, really impressive. So I'm thinking it looks really, really awesome right now. And maybe it'll be a surprise. Maybe it'll be a surprise hit. It could be one of these games that just like, whoa, out of nowhere, this game takes the world by storm. Or it could be another one of those games like I described. It'll be one or the other, because it looks too good that if it feels good, it's gonna slam, right?
Yes.
If it feels bad, it looks that good, it'll be the other. Right. So we'll see. I have high hopes for it though. It could be a quite good one, don't you know?
Yeah.
What the hell was that?
his Lucky Charms thing that he does. But no, the acting in it was good as well, which I was good to hear. And some of the one-liners that he was using, it'd make me laugh, which was also good. Jasper, Fuzzy, and Psycho, since you guys watched the whole video, the death animation at the end, you getting killed. Did you see that with that creepy freaking android grabbing you?
Oh, the one with the mustache?
I don't know if it was the mustache. Was it the mustache or was the gold kind of face? But when it grabbed you, and it wasn't a simple "you're dead." It wasn't a simple. It was like this whole slow motion scene with it.
Oh yeah, he stuck his hand in your chest.
Yes,
and
yes, and then it went to the "you died" screen or whatever the hell it's gonna say. That looked fantastic as well. Keep your eyes open, chat, for Atomic Heart coming soon. Game Pass, day and date. This could be a special game that is well remembered, past 2023. If the story is as interesting as it appears to be, this could be very, very unique. And we don't get these types of games a lot, but this is why the industry, golden age is here, folks. We're getting those weird games again, just like in the 360 era that we always talk about. We always talk about this. That's why I say it's the golden age. We're seeing people take chances again on totally different ideas. And this is one of those. So I can't wait to see it. In action, live.
Another reason to be excited about Game Pass for this year.
Yes.
And, another reason
Another
to be
game in
excited
the first
for
half.
Xbox this year. Crazy. The first half is absolutely stacked. And regardless of what everybody says, Starfield's happening. First half. Let's go.
Yes, it is.
I want to take
Is this one of those games, though, that if it's 30 on Xbox, you're not going to play? I know Pong, because
I don't have a
Pong
problem
plays everything.
So, yeah.
For me, like I did notice frame rate on that.
That's the thing with this
video.
is like it seems really fast paced, and I'm like the 30 frames could hurt it if it's
30, it'll majorly hurt it for me.
Yeah.
Any game right now
Atomic
that's
Heart.
only 30, I will I'm not gonna say I won't play it, but it definitely hurts the experience for me for sure.
Are you talking about Atomic Heart?
Yeah.
I just went back to rewatch that ending of the
death.
dude. He just sits there and like he breaks your fucking wrist.
Yes.
And then he just like
Collie
punches
mauls you.
and then he fucking punches a hole through your fucking body.
Yep. Freaking awesome.
And he had a mustache.
Did he have the mustache? Okay. I was too busy watching my wrist break and then get
like he fucking caught it and then I'm like, oh shit!
It's like I'm gonna punch him.
No, you're not. Good shit.
Yeah, if this game has a 60 FPS mode and as good as what we saw, it could really fucking be one of those games that is to the point where it's like holy shit. Because if you remember,
this game's been in development for like 8 years though, so it should be pretty good.
BioShock, was an exclusive to Xbox. Mass Effect.
This is on PlayStation.
Is it on PlayStation day one?
Yeah. I don't know. It said it was releasing on PlayStation. I don't know about day one.
Okay, then it probably is. Then it probably is multi-plat. So,
yeah,
which is good. More people should see this game. So, is it time?
I believe.
I could not remember, so I'm not saying anything.
I did not see anything that said day one on PS5.
Okay. It says GameStop, PlayStation 5, 2/21/23, so that's the same as Xbox.
Same. Yeah. So, anyways, we don't have a long wait next month, folks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well,
it's fantastic.
Vik says 3 more bad accents and I get canceled. So I think we better get everybody out of here before I accidentally slip up. Hey, first to my heart, lovely wife Caitlin. Thanks for being here today and keeping us company. Tell everybody where they can find you and your awesome Twitter.
And your little dog too.
That was Kaylee. She's
not the only thing you can find on Twitter.
Oh my!
Right. Hashtag gamer girl. Hashtag gamer girl. Let's go.
Yeah, you know where you can find me, boys.
Nips.com.
I know where I can find your tatas.
Oh my
god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
In my mouth.
Whoa!
No!
Whoa! Are you giving away your wife?
Was that creepy?
It was weird.
What? Your tatas?
Jasper,
no, you just said that we can find them in Pong's mouth.
No, I said mine.
No, you didn't.
I didn't say yours.
Yeah, Jasper got a poster sized blown up.
He's got it framed.
Framed.
Pizza and games. Let's go.
Yeah, I blew it up just trying to find the pizza. I couldn't find it.
Hey, Psycho, where can everybody find you, man?
Just
Chat,
type
you
out
guys were
hashtag
amazing.
gamer girl and you'll find me on Twitter. Then bye.
Yeah. Go find that amazing picture of her controller. Chat, you guys are amazing. Thanks for coming out. Gaz, I know you're not here, but if you're listening on repeat tomorrow, awesome dude. You're amazing. Can't wait to talk more games behind the scenes with you. And yeah, find me FSP Mondays at 10. Here Fridays. Are we back at 10 or just 9 o'clock again? I don't know.
We'll play it by ear. I'll let you know. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah.
I think
So
people are
find
so
me there.
used to the 10 p.m. Eastern time now. I don't know.
Well, I mean, two out of the 3 shows are 10 o'clock, so
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so you can find me there, social media, and my neighbor's house.
Right on. Fuzzy, where can everybody find you, sir?
Just thank you for having me on. It was awesome being on here with you guys tonight. It was awesome having Gaz on here as well. For anybody who wants to hear my ramblings on anything gaming, just follow me on social media, particularly Twitter at @fuzzy_Belvedere. Catch me on the Shop Podcast tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Pong and PTK Blam. I do apologize. Do not know the special guest's name, but we will have a special guest on tomorrow. Definitely check us out there tomorrow. And then Monday, Xbox lunch break special at 12 noon on Double Barrel Gaming with Mr. Boomstick. And then FSP later on that evening at 10 p.m. right here on Fun Speculations channel. And then you can catch me on the Breakfast with Boom show on Double Barrel Gaming on Friday at 10 a.m. And then right back here with the family on Xbox Ultimate at either 9 or 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Friday. Catch us there next Friday.
Awesome, Fuzz. Appreciate you. I forgot to hit a super chat from TK Chillin. Hit us with a $10 super chat. Super appreciate you as well, bro. I didn't mean to miss this a little while ago. $10 says, I'm hyped for Atomic Heart. That is absolutely awesome. I know there's lots of people that are getting even more hyped for that show. And Vik The CLiCK hitting us with one of his infamous into the show super chats for $5. Says, love you guys, and you too, Caitlin. Amazing episode as always. No bar tonight, but cheers. Yeah, cheers to you, bro.
Love you, Vik.
And you don't need a bar to drink. Chill at home.
No, he doesn't.
You can drink safe at home. I appreciate you, bro. Jasper, the realist himself. Where can everybody find you?
Yo, check it out. Lord Jasper on Twitter.
Yo, check it out. Let's go.
Yo, check out.
Yo, this is Jasper, the #1 fan, only fans of Caitlin. Check me out every day.
Oh.
I don't even
Whoa.
know what you were just saying.
Go ahead, Jasper.
Lord Jasper Twitter, Lord Master Jasper on YouTube. FSP's Monday night, 10 o'clock right here on Fun Speculation channel. Who knows if 3-Bit will ever be back there again. He said he may not come because he's doing Xbox stuff and he can't talk for like a month. So I don't know. We'll see.
Is that her name?
Oh my god.
And Friday is Xbox Ultimate Fun Speculation channel. Check it out.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, and can we get fucking Jasper over 100 fucking followers on Twitter, please? God damn it.
You were like 97 like a week ago.
I put it got him 1 fucking follow. Like, what the fuck? Come on, people.
I'll make a post.
Psychonauts is not an influencer.
Yeah.
Yes, Caitlin, please do that.
I'll make a post.
Yeah, I am not an influencer.
Jasper,
Caitlin, but you got to be careful with it so you don't get me canceled along with you.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jasper, can you like lay on your bed and hold your controller and take a chest shot
Yes.
And say #GamerBoy and
Gamer boy.
and
Just want some pizza and games. #GamerBoy. You actually should put just want hot dogs.
Just
and
wear your
games.
gray sweat. Just wear your gray sweatpants. You know.
Oh God! No, don't start the DMs over again. Please.
Just make sure your crunchy socks aren't in the picture. That might be a little too much.
Yeah, Chad.
don't
This is the
pull,
week you wanted to
Red
be
Hot
in our
Chili
DMs.
Peppers.
Let me tell you.
At the MTV Awards.
Oh
What?
God!
I can picture Jasper's probably got like 3 empty pizza boxes in his bedroom right now. So it'll
Nope.
no.
Wow.
I keep my room clean.
No,
Keep
he's not
drinking?
you, babe.
You're one of those clean people. I bet you shower. I bet you
He's a
shower.
clean person because he doesn't have pizza boxes in his room.
I bet you shower too, don't you? You're guilty. You clean person.
Yeah, he has to shower when he manscapes.
You don't have any like dead cats in your house just randomly?
What
or
the?
anything?
No.
No, just
The
body
fuck?
parts in drums.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
Got
keep
a
those in my
booger
freezer.
drizzle.
Yeah, this is his.
I
Congratulations.
think he's Mavs just thinks that people have dead cats.
Yeah.
Because we have them occasionally.
What?
After he beats this pussy.
Wow!
Whoa!
Wow!
Oh,
Wow!
whoa!
I'm supposed to do
like-
my outro after
Mav's
that?
like, you ain't in the
Jesus
show
Christ.
now.
Close down the show.
Whoa.
Shut it down. Just shut it down.
You know where to find Mav.
Oh,
Whoa!
God.
Oh, jeez. Hey,
Knee deep in some hay.
some hay,
And some hay.
Boys.
And some hay.
some hay.
I apologize.
This is the continuation of the DMs.
My God!
let's
All
go.
right.
Yeah, our DMs are leaking into the show. We need to quit.
That's not the only thing that's leaking right now. You know.
Whoa!
Oh, I'm sorry.
God damn, Kate.
God, this is look what you
Fucking
did, babe.
cream pie.
Jesus.
Babe, I asked if we could go get ice cream after the show. Ice cream.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's what you said.
Not ass cream.
Remember, this continues on Living Split Screen
code
tomorrow.
word for
Oh my God.
I think we lost about 15 people.
Yeah, we did. Never to return.
Yeah.
Half of them were Xbox employees. Like, what the fuck?
She was she was talking about, like, I can't save it by saying I abuse animals. Like,
No. Then
That's
we
the
will lose
opposite.
people. Stop.
yes, no, that's the opposite. I don't. I love my animals. I love
All right, Pong, where can everybody find you?
Can after that. Anyways, everybody, great show tonight. Again, much love and appreciation for Gaz showing up so early in the morning over there to do the show with us for the period of time that he gave us. So much love to Gaz. Great to see him on. Great to hear him talk. Fam, you guys were all amazing tonight, as always. Great to have Caitlin back on, hanging out with us as well. Thank you, Caitlin, for being here and bringing your voice to our channel. I love it.
Welcome.
And of course your thumbnails, amazing as always. And you know what, chat, you guys were simply amazing tonight. And we didn't have any OBS problems, which has also helped. Mav didn't shut down the stream at the end and then make us come back for part 2, which was great.
Yeah.
So you can find me, Pong Soul on Xbox, Pong Soul on Twitter. You know how to do that. Tomorrow morning, it's Living Split Screen time, folks. So 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 o'clock Central Time. Set the alarms. Be there or be square, because Steele and I are coming. That's right. Pause. We are. Tomorrow morning, you will see it. So we are headed towards 3K subscribers. Caitlin's made some suggestions on how we can do that. So we'll see if Steele follows through, because I'm not. But maybe Steele will.
I saw the thumbnail Caitlin was trying to make in the
Yeah, that was great. So yeah, tomorrow morning, Living Split Screen, all one word. Mission 3K this year. We need some help, so share it out. Spread the word. Bring a friend. Tell a friend. 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central, 3 p.m. UK time. Be there. And then tomorrow night, the Shop Podcast, like Fuzzy said, with PTK Blam, the man, and of course Fuzzy and myself. And we will be joined by Aman from Save the Game.
My mom.
Part of Project X Talk, amongst other shows. I have been over there with those guys on Project X Talk. Great group of guys. So Aman is going to be on tomorrow night. And then, of course, next week, it starts up again with Xbox Factor podcast every Tuesday. Double Barrel Gaming. Mr. Boomstick is the man. All good things green, 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 o'clock Central Time. And then PM in the PM returns on Thursday. And we may have a very special guest, a returning guest, much loved in this community, but Mav does have to confirm before we announce it. But be there no matter what, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 o'clock Central Time. Hopefully Mav will not shut down OBS this week. But we have a great show, and if you didn't see last night's show, go check it out. We had great conversation. It flew by. Even when he shut down OBS, we had to come back for part 2. I couldn't believe how quick it went last night. We had a great time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's the golden age of gaming, people. So get out there. Have a great weekend. Whatever you're doing, enjoy it. Play what you love. Love what you play. And I'll be talking to you in about 11 hours. See you then. Matt.
Right on, bro.
Yes,
Where do I
chat.
find you?
Spread
Get us
those
out.
legs.
Everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. Ryan said, I thought this was a family show. Xbox Ultimate has tended in the past to sometimes go a little sideways.
Yeah.
PM and the PM is more family oriented. It's got a little F-bombs here and there.
Yeah, everyone's
FSP is pretty tame for the most part, except Psycho sometimes lets it,
Of course.
it takes us in different directions.
I let it all hang out.
But yeah, this show is where we let a little bit more loose on Friday nights, and appreciate you all for being here as always. All the support you guys show again is immense and never expected, and always appreciated as well. You guys just are amazing, and we'll have more content coming at you next week. Again, Monday FSP, we got Thursday PM and the PM, Friday Xbox Ultimate. The 3-show week with hopefully some game streams and stuff mixed in as well. Trying to find time to do some videos here and there. And you guys rock for checking that out. And don't forget, on the 25th, we will be co-streaming the Xbox Developer Direct. So we'll be able to give all of our feedback live. Also, we'll have a pre-show to that and a little bit of an after show just to kind of talk about everything that we saw. So you guys are amazing. Have a good one. Peace out. Love you all. Have a fantastic night.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Bye-bye.
May.